committed, you was running. You know that.
This is the state of boxing.
Every time you committed, you got hit. You didn't want to fight. I was touching you. What's wrong with your nose? What's wrong with your lip?
In the first round,
what's wrong with your stomach? I was hitting you every time.
With the head, man.
We was hitting you. Was running every time.
One knockdown is not deducted.
You was running the whole time. That's not how you entertain, bro. You was running the whole time.
I only win.
Every time you committed, I counted and I hit you. Every time you committed, I counted and I hit you. That's why you was running.
I point you every time.
This is a boring ass fight. I can't believe it.
It's the same.
I can't believe it. Yo, you guys got to give me a better dance partner. This guy was dead. Yo, he was running.
That's just so bad. All the world.
Yo, the last 10 seconds of the 10th round, what was you doing? You was dancing and running.
Dame un segundo y ahorita vamos a platicar contigo. TEOFIMO Lopez.
Yo.
It's Heisman night at Madison Square Garden. It's supposed to be a celebration, and we got a little bit of controversy. What did you think about your performance tonight?
Yo, it's so hard to fight. It's so hard to fight somebody like this when they running the whole time. Every time this guy committed, I counted and I got him every time. He just run the whole time, every time. It's okay though. Look, we got a lot to work on. But first off, I want to thank God. I want to thank God for this, for real. No matter what it was, I apologize to everybody tonight. This is not how we perform to anybody. But listen, our dance partner was running the whole time.
When you think about that knockdown in that second round, you kept getting caught with that right hand. What happened?
Nah, it wasn't the right hand. He's southpaw, so it's the left hand. You feel me? But it wasn't that I was getting caught with it. He was just pushing me down.
Well, he did clip you with that right hand when you were coming in. It was a check right hook.
You guys are going to talk about one thing, but the whole thing, every time that this man wanted to commit, I was countering and tagging him. That's why he was running the whole time.
One judge saw it a draw, and the other one saw it close, and one guy saw it very clear for you. In terms of what you did right, how happy are you? You talked about your legs last time out in your 140-pound debut. How'd you feel physically?
No, I felt great overall. Look, I know he was tired. He didn't want to commit. He was just staying off his back foot and just running around the whole time. Listen, but it is what it is. This makes it look good. These guys are going to want to fight me now more than ever, and this is great. Now I can actually have a good fight.
Your father was asking you to throw combinations, Theo, and you were throwing one shot at a time. What was that all about?
Listen, every time I was committing, the guy was just going double back, triple back. So the whole thing now we just got to work on is just shifting more.
But you knew he wasn't going to be a cooperative, dance partner from the time you signed. I mean, you saw the Mikey Garcia fight. You saw his style as a southpaw.
Actually, with the Mikey Garcia fight, of course, listen, no matter what it is, man, we're looking forward to facing the world champions. That's what really matters. I know that's what the fans want. Listen, I'm all about pleasing the fans. I'm all about giving them what they need, and that's the show.
You talked about 140, and there's a lot of big names. This is a loaded division. So your son is right here also wearing a Kyler Murray jersey ringside. I'm sorry, Caleb Williams. They can't bring the baby up, or they are going to bring the baby up. But what does it mean to have your son ringside once again, Teo?
No, it means everything. Everything I do is for my baby. We're all about growth, and we're all about taking care of our kids, man. Listen, everything, my life has changed ever since that kid's been born. I'm with my wife. We've been together. We've been working on things better. And that's what really matters, Listen, I can't have my kid. Come on, guys. It's ridiculous. But anywho, I just want to thank everybody. I want to thank my sponsors, Rain Body Fuel. I want to thank Bud Light. Thank you guys for the love and support. I would like to thank Essentia. And definitely, most importantly, I just want to thank God and everybody around.
It's a wide open division right now, Teo. You're going to grab your baby. Caleb Williams jersey, father and son. The names at 140 pounds. How do you see yourself getting an opportunity at a world title next?
Huh?
Who do you see yourself fighting to get that opportunity at a world title next?
We would love to fight Josh Taylor. We would love to fight Regis Prograis. We would love to fight Alberto Pujols, I believe, at 140, or even a rematch with George Kambosos.
So the rematch would be in play with George Kambosos. You still have that within you to get that revenge?
No, yeah, absolutely. Listen, man, my whole thing now is just staying focused, staying devoted. Look, I'm going to be promoting for 2 more weeks. I can't wait to just be back in the ball game, man. Just be back here and just keep putting on the show. I need it more than ever now.
Look forward to seeing you soon. Joe, guys, we send it to you.
Wow, wow, wow. What a fucking boxing night, people. Ladies and gentlemen, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It's your host and nobody else but your boy Rapstar. Look, man, I'm going to keep it real. I woke up late. I just watched the fight highlights. Today, I had to go to sleep. But let me tell you, early morning, I just watched the highlights. I just watched Terence Crawford highlights. I just watched the Jarrett Anderson fight. And I got to say it, man. Man, the takeover got the decision. Now, we know that Sandor Martin was running. I see it. I watched all the first few rounds. Then I watched the later rounds. And I had to do the live a little bit later because I woke up fucking late. But hit that like button and we're here right now. And this is nothing but the post-fight reaction. We're going to keep it 100 over here. And we're going to talk about it. Teofimo Lopez came out. The fucking crowd was hyped. I see the fucking man coming in. I saw Madison Square Gardens on the TV and they were hyped up. But did Teofimo Lopez come and showed up? Man, oh man, what the fuck do you think? What do you think, bro? Are you telling me that this Teofimo Lopez man, he was missing a lot of punches? He was missing a lot of punching. His timing and his distance, you know, he wasn't able to judge the shots the way he wanted to. Now, yes, Teofimo Lopez was the aggressive fighter. And he was bringing it to fucking Sandor Martin. But Sandor Martin was catching him with that right hand all fucking day long. If Sandor Martin can catch him with that right hand, look, Teofimo Lopez got the decision. Ain't no hate. Teofimo Lopez got the decision. It ain't no hate. Respect to Teofimo Lopez. Did he get lucky? I don't know. We're going to talk about it. Did he get fucking lucky, though, to get the decision? Well, he's his hometown, bro. He didn't get lucky. It's his hometown. Sandor Martin had to do a little bit more after the knockdown in the second round. You get me? That flash knockdown helped Sandor Martin, but he was a runner. Sandor Martin was doing a lot of running, and he was making it fucking difficult for the old boy Teo. Let's just talk about this fight, and we'll move on forward what we think Teofimo Lopez should do next. But look, come on, man. Smash that like button. Where's the Teofimo Lopez real fanboys? Because there was only a couple of those. Where's Real Boxing TV? Is he hiding? Real Boxing TV always comes every day. And he said it was going to be a knockout. Right? The Teofimo Lopez real fans wanted a fucking knockout. But instead, it wasn't a performance that went anywhere like that, bro. Keep it 100. Where the fuck is the Teofimo Lopez fanboys now? Hit that fucking like button and the man from the UK and London's here for the smoke. Where the fuck is those Teofimo Lopez fanboys? They said that Teo's gonna fucking knock out Josh Taylor. Where the fuck are ya? Come over here and press the dislike button. Let me just tell you this before you come anywhere near my boy, Josh Taylor. Let me tell you, Teofimo Lopez fanboys, because we're not fanboys here. We're Teofimo Lopez fans, but we're not fanboys. Do you get what I'm saying over here, mate? We're not fucking fanboys, the Plonker fanboys. The Teofimo Lopez fanboys need to know one fucking thing. Forget Josh Taylor, bruv. And forget Regis Prograis right this minute. Jack Catterall is a fucking murderous fight for Teofimo Lopez. My boy Jack Catterall from England will give Teofimo Lopez all the fucking smoke right now. He will come and take this fucking takeover. We will send Jack Catterall from England all the way to New York. At this particular performance, I can send Jack Catterall from England. Now, let's see who's going to keep it real in this channel. Let's see who's a real boxing fan. Would Jack Catterall, the boy from England, Jack Catterall, would he give Teofimo Lopez all the smoke in New York right now? Yes or no? Yes or no? Would Jack Catterall be able to give Teofimo Lopez the smoke right now? Yes or no? Let's see who's the real hardcore fans in the building. Let's see who's in Rapstar's channel right now. Do you guys know who Jack Catterall is? Yes. General says yes. Teo lost, says Chavo. Taylor Cazo Lopez. Josh Taylor knocks Lopez out. Yes, says Eric Gomez. Will they ever get in the ring? Catterall smashes Lopez. Now, I don't know about that, but I'm going to say this. Lopez is fucking lucky to get this victory, bro. He was off. His timing was off. It's clearly known that Lopez is a stronger fighter than Sandor Martin, but he couldn't get those clean punches off. He couldn't get those clean punches off. He was a bit lucky, bro. And how the fuck did the judge only give 2 rounds to Sandor Martin in the Madison Square Gardens? How the fuck did that judge give the fucking scorecard to Sandor Martin for 2 fucking rounds? Ladies and gentlemen, Teofimo Lopez came and he won. But even Teofimo Lopez knows. Let me tell you this. Even Teofimo Lopez knows that fight, let me tell you what he said in the corner of his ring. I got the statements. Teofimo Lopez went to his ring and his dad and said, I don't know if I've got it anymore. Teofimo Lopez went back to his dad and said in the corner, I don't know if I've got it anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, Teofimo Lopez came out, but he didn't come as the takeover. Teofimo Lopez came and it looked a really, really shady little fight. Let me tell you, yes, Teo had to make a fight of it because the man was a runner. But Sandor Martin could get shots off all night and land the right hand. If Sandor Martin can land that right hand all night, Regis Prograis going to land that fucking right hand, bro. Regis Prograis going to land that right hand. And let me tell you guys this. I told Teofimo Lopez's dad that Josh Taylor's just too much. Josh Taylor's too much for Teofimo Lopez right now. Stop worrying about Josh Taylor's performance with Catterall. That was his bad performance. If Josh Taylor turns up, the one who beat Regis, the one who beat Jose Ramirez, that Josh Taylor fucks Teofimo Lopez up right now. I only say that Teo needs a bit more help. Now, what I think, I'm just going to keep it 100 here, bro. And I'm going to ask a very simple question. And I need a simple fucking answer. Does Teofimo Lopez need a new trainer now? Because him and his dad's relationship is limited now. Does Teofimo Lopez need a new trainer now? And I'm going to say one more thing. If Teo, did he get a little bit, had a good day with Lomachenko, that Loma was injured that day? All these questions are coming out. Does Teofimo Lopez need a new trainer? Smash the like button, subscribe to the fucking channel, and we're going to cook. I'm going to look at the chat. I want to give a big shout out to the everybody in the chat now. I can see the chat. I want to see now what people are saying. Does Teofimo Lopez need a new trainer going forward? Look, big shout out to the General. Big shout out to the Laker. There's only one. Bomb Squad. Eric Gomez, the Deontay Wilder fan. Hey, listen, we love everybody here, bro. This is Rapstar. Ray P in the building. Fratnell House, my brethren. The greatest storyteller ever, mate. Big shout out to you, mate. Chavo TV, mate. Vigilante Williamson. I want to give a shout out to everybody who's here right now. EA Lock. What's going on to the EA Lock? I don't agree with the last judge. I think Tio won though. I thought it was a draw. You just can't look good against a Martin kind of style. Martin did fight a lot on the back foot. You know, yes, man, my brethren Chuck. What's going on, Chuck? Teofimo Sr. was begging Tio to do better in every round. They was worried all night. I'm going to show you what really happened in the corner. I've seen what's happening. With the statements that were made in the corner, I'm going to show you some tweets. Ryan Garcia just tweeted, and Javante Tank Davis just tweeted. You know, Devin Haney's going to tweet now. Shakur Stevenson's going to say something. And let me tell you, Josh Taylor's not even going to bother. Because Josh Taylor's thinking, Tio ain't even on my level right now. Regis Prograis ain't got much to worry about. Regis Prograis ain't got much to worry about. That's why, let me just explain everything. Teofimo Lopez ain't going to go through the WBC. Tio's going to go for the WBO. Teofimo Lopez ain't even going to go and fight Regis Prograis for the WBC now. I don't think so. I don't think Tio's going to go for that WBC belt. But do you believe? My questions are here. Right? Benny, what's going on, Benny? That's how Martin beat Mikey Garcia. Yo, what's happening, Mike's ring? Yes, he needs a new trainer. His confidence is shattered. George took it from him. You're right. And that's why Teofimo Lopez said today, people, hit that fucking like button. He said, man, I'll even fight George Kambosos at this point. Teofimo Lopez said out of his own mouth, I'll fight George Kambosos to get my revenge. Because George Kambosos has mentally fucked Teofimo Lopez up. And you know, Tio, I felt sorry for him a bit. He went to try and get his kid, but his wife wasn't giving him his kid for some reason to bring in the ring. Anyway, I'm not sure what was going on there, but he tried to get his little baby in the ring, but something happened where the baby couldn't come in the ring. You know what I'm saying? And Tio was explaining his life to the fans that I'm trying to, you know, sort things out with my wife again. Man, I don't know what the fuck, but Tio's mental side just it is a bit funny. You know what I'm saying? Not funny, but I don't mean it in that way. I'm just saying Teofimo Lopez mentally, he needs to, you know, certain things he says, you can see they're not stable in his head. With the George Kambosos loss, it's still like a ghost in his brain. You get me? You know? But look, overall, what do you think though? You know what I'm saying? Should Teofimo Lopez get a new team? Rap, what did I say? Yes, man, Jonathan Ramirez. Tio just got whooped again. What an early present with that robbery for Teofimo Lopez. Jonathan Ramirez believes that Sandor Martin won the fight. And they robbed Sandor Martin on that fight. Yo, Epoxy Magic. What's happening, brother? Yes, Epoxy Magic. Smash that like button. Benny, what's happening, Benny? Yes, man. Tio would do better against a straight-up boxer. I hear you. Styles make fights. Bullshit decisions. Kurt says it's a bullshit decision, bro. You get me? Chuck says yes. It does at least him. So Chuck says bring an assistant trainer in with Teofimo Sr., bro. It ain't gonna work anymore. See, Teofimo Sr. and Tio have come to a point that they need more help. Going forward at 140, bro. If he wants to be a live guy at 140, he needs more help. I'm just not impressed. I'm not too impressed. And I think I'm not saying Teo ain't a good fighter, man. He is. He's got some good, he's a very strong kid. But now I'm questioning, did he get lucky with Lomachenko a little bit? Because Lomachenko came with a shoulder injury. And Lomachenko didn't throw no fucking hands for 6 rounds. And then Lomachenko started landing on Teofimo Lopez, and it was too late by the time Lomachenko came with himself, because he had to observe his shoulder to really pull it off at the later on in the fight. Now I'm just thinking Teo's looking a little bit, just a little bit suspect at 140 going forward. Going forward, these guys are going to be better and stronger. Yes, Sandor Martin is a runner, but Sandor Martin also was able to drop Teofimo Lopez. Sandor Martin was able to land that right hand on Teofimo Lopez all day and all night. Sandor Martin couldn't stop landing that right hand. And Teo did not have the power. Well, he had the power. No. Let me take that back. He had the power, but he couldn't cut the distance to the right position to really land some clean fucking hardcore shots. Teo could not land his hands the way he wanted to, bro. He was frustrated. He was punching a lot, but it wasn't clean, effective aggression. He was going forward with that left hand low. He keeps leaving that fucking left hand like he's fucking, you know what I mean? He leaves it like he's Prince Nassim Hamed. He's not Prince Nassim Hamed, bro. Only Prince Nassim Hamed can leave his left hand low and punch coming from the different angles. Teofimo Lopez leaves that hand so low coming forward. You know what I mean? He's always getting punched. Come on, bro. You get me? Teo was getting touched up, bro. Teofimo Lopez was getting touched up. You know what I mean? Even though if Teofimo Lopez, he won the fight. I ain't even gonna hate on the kid, bro. We're keeping it real here. You can't hate on anyone here. But Teofimo Lopez wasn't looking that good. He is not a fighter looking like he's gonna beat Regis Prograis. He don't look like he can really, have an effective career at 140 with the top guys, bro. At this moment, they need to change something. At this moment, they need to change something right now, bro. They need to change something here. Whether it's the team, whether Teofimo Lopez now needs help, and he's come to a point with his dad that he needs to really go into they need to go back to the drawing board with some serious people, bro. Teo's going to get found out if he comes forward now. I'm saying that Teo's limited at 140 now. He doesn't go through Regis Prograis. Teo's going to have a hard time with Regis Prograis at this moment. And Teo ain't beating no Josh Taylor, you fucking fanboy bitches. Come on, man. Even that Josh Taylor, which comes at his worst, would beat Teofimo Lopez. At 140, Teo ain't looking great, man. Maybe at 135, he did some great shit with Richard Comey, and he beat injured. Listen to me. He beat an injured Lomachenko, and I believe that. Teofimo Lopez beat an injured Lomachenko, but he did great at 130, bro. 135, sorry. Teo did great at 135. That's no cap. Teo did great at 135. You know what I'm saying? But right now, I don't know how much I can say that Lomachenko wasn't at his greatest then. I'm going to think like that. Because right now, after the way that Teo lost to Cambosis, And Teo showed me today. Yeah, look, I gotta give. Look, Teo won. Teofimo Lopez won, but he didn't look great. He didn't look great, man. Teo looked a little bit ordinary at time. Yeah, Teo showed that he got a little bit of power. He's aggressive, coming off his front foot with his hands low, and he was getting punched up all night. From Sandor Martin could catch him with that right hand from round 1 all the way to round 12, and he dropped Teofimo Lopez. Sandor Martin dropped Teofimo Lopez. That wasn't the greatest look. Just keep it real. That wasn't the greatest look for Teofimo Lopez, mate. At 140, no one's scared, bro. Ain't nobody scared of that. Even Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Tank Davis, look what they said. Look at what the smaller guys even said. Look at what Ryan Garcia said, bro. Even people are saying that Teofimo Lopez, if Sandor Martin can catch Teofimo Lopez, Ryan Garcia can definitely catch Teofimo Lopez. Ryan Garcia will fucking put hands on Teofimo Lopez right now. How about that? Put some money on it. Come on. Ryan Garcia will fucking drop Teofimo Lopez. I'm not saying Teo won't be able to drop Ryan or beat Ryan, but Teofimo Lopez is there for the opening. If Sandor Martin can catch Teo, Ryan's definitely faster than fucking Sandor Martin. Ryan will catch him. The same YouTuber, social media, Ryan Garcia, will give Teo trouble at 140 right now. You know? But here you are. Nobody's saying that. Now, let me ask a simple question. Let me see what Tank's saying. Let's see what Gervonta Tank Davis is saying right now. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Okay? Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Now, I'm not saying that Teo didn't win, but it's not impressive. It's not fucking impressive at all. I'm not saying that he didn't win, but it wasn't impressive, man. Teo's branding did not go elevate to that tonight. Teo did not do anything that people are going to speak about. In fact, he got dropped in the second round. So let's have a look at our mate over there, Gervonta Tank Davis, our little brethren over there. He says, that's how top rank make you look. Like you're fire. And you can be touched until they can't no more. They all trash. They all trash, says Gervonta Tank Davis. Let's go check out Ryan Garcia. Hey, my mate Halim in the building. Dirt Mike, MAW. And the one and only from Australia, my mate, Carl the Hunter Hansen. EA Lot. Peter Von Ox. Ryan Garcia says, whether you thought it was close or not, it's a bad decision, it's a bad decision. How in the fucking world did Teo win that fight 97-93? That scorecard was disgusting. Ryan Garcia says that scorecard was a disgrace. Hey, I'm only repeating what the boxers are saying. You know? I'm only repeating what the boxers are saying. Now, I'm going to ask a very simple question. And I want everybody to be honest, even the Teofimo Lopez fanboys here. Let's answer it. And let's just keep it 100. It's not that Teofimo Lopez won, ladies and gentlemen. I want to answer yes or no. We got 90 people in the building. I want to see 90 likes. And let's get some likes in this fucking building over here. Because this is the post-fight reaction all across the pond, early hours in the morning, for you guys all over the world. Teofimo Lopez, Sandor Martin, post-fight reaction. I just want to see a yes or a no. It's not that Teofimo Lopez won. I'm not saying he didn't, deserve to win. I'm not one of those fans saying that it's a robbery. He won. Okay, he won. Was anybody impressed with the takeover tonight at 140 pounds campaigning against Sandor Martin tonight? Yes or no? Was anybody in this building impressed with the win? No, no, no. I want to see one fucking yes. No. Real boxing, you motherfucker. I want to see one yes, and you better say it. No, no. Where's Real Boxing TV? Yes, but T.O. small for 140. There you go. T.O. never won. Real Boxing TV, tell me, was you impressed? When you're ready to send a link, I'll be a no. You fucking answer. There ain't no link when everybody wants it. It's just a yes or a no. Yes, no, no, no. Majority no, Rapstar. Yes to T.O.'s wife, though. No fanboy. Answer, was you impressed? Yes or no? That's it. Come on, I send a fucking link every fucking time when I do send it. We're cooking right now here, mate. And we're not cooking no fucking fast food, no fucking stupid McDonald's. We're cooking a 3-course fucking here, 3-course meal right now. A yes or a no? It's all a no. And the man can't even answer yes or a no. So forget it. That's a real fanboy. When you know a person doesn't want to answer a yes or a no, just answer the question, bruv. Come on. You're my mate over here. I thought we were pals. I thought you guys, you know what I'm saying? The people which were fanboys will keep it real. Just asking a yes or a fucking no, bro. But people, that's it. That's it. It was unimpressive. Teofimo Lopez is one of my favorite fighters. Let's keep the fucking bullshit here, right? This ain't a fanboy fucking channel. You want fanboys, get the fuck out of here. Ain't this channel. There ain't no fanboys in this fucking channel. It was fucking unimpressive, mate. It was unimpressive. Even Teofimo Lopez knew himself that he knew himself it was unimpressive. Let's read what Teofimo Lopez said about it. Give me a second. Let me send it. Let me show you. Give me one sec. Yo, Terence Crawford did some shit though. I watched the highlights of that. Give me a second, guys. Hey, let's meet Tracy, everybody. If you haven't seen Tracy, mate, Tracy's, the girlfriend of the fanboys over here. And it's Tracy, mate.
Right, what's going on here, Donny Zonderlex? Barry's actually going to propose to Sandra. Sandra has been giving Barry mad head lately, and he's witch, yeah? He's doing this behind the back of the boys because they know, yeah, they would have cussed him out for proposing to Sandra. Tracy had one job to do, and that was to record it. But she's all over the bloody place. Barry's clocked that she didn't get the footage, so he's going to propose to Sandra again. Oh, for fuck's sake, Tracy! What's going on?
That's what Teofimo Lopez said in his corner when he went to the corner. That's what Teofimo Lopez said himself in the corner when he went in his own corner. Let's have a look at what Teofimo Lopez said to his own corner, right? To his own fucking corner when he went back to his own corner. Let's have a look what the man said. Give me a sec. Give me a second. Everybody, please meet the fanboys.
Move. 1, 2. That's it. That's it. That's it. With your arms now. That's it. That's it. Move. 1, 2.
So here's what Teofimo Lopez has said himself. This is his own words, and let's have a look at what he thought. I don't know if I still have it. Do I still have it? Teofimo Lopez to his team while awaiting the result of the fight was Sandor Martin. Teofimo Lopez was disappointed himself. Second guessed himself at the end of the fight. And that's what he said. But then you saw that Teofimo Lopez, as soon as he won, he switched it. As soon as Teofimo Lopez won, he switched a little bit, and then he thought, fuck it, I'm going to put it on Sandor Martin. Right? Then he said, I'm going to put it on Sandor Martin, that Sandor Martin ran around, and ran around. Isn't that what he said? But Teo questioned himself at the end of the fight. So I'm telling you, Teo is totally not impressed. Teofimo Lopez is not impressed. So the fanboy can't sit here and stop over trying to do it. Teo was unimpressive. And that's just it. And now you got to remember, when Teo changed his vibe, in the first time he went to the corner and told them, I haven't got it anymore. But then this is what he said. For the people that's just walked in, I want you to listen to the post-fight.
Every time you committed, you got hit. You didn't want to fight. I was touching. What's wrong with your nose? What's wrong with your lip?
In the first round,
What's wrong with your stomach? I was hitting
with the head, man. We was
running every time.
One knockdown is not deducted.
You was running the whole time. This is not how you entertain, bro. You was running the whole time.
I only win
every time you committed, I counted and I hit you. Every time you committed, I counted and I hit you. That's why you was running.
I point you every time.
This is a boring ass fight. I can't believe it.
It's the same.
I can't believe it. Yo, you guys got to give me a better dance partner. This guy was dead. Yo, he was running.
That you saw, but all the work.
Yo, the last 10 seconds of the 10th round, what was you doing? You was dancing and running.
Dame un segundo y ahorita vamos a platicar contigo. Teofimo Lopez.
Yo.
It's Heisman night at Madison Square Garden. It's supposed to be a celebration, and we got a little bit of controversy. What did you think about your performance tonight?
Yo, it's so hard to fight. It's so hard to fight somebody like this when they running the whole time. Every time this guy committed, I counted and I got him every time. He just run the whole time, every time. It's okay though. Look, we got a lot to work on. But first off, I want to thank God. I want to thank God for this, for real. No matter what it was, I apologize to everybody tonight. This is not how we perform to anybody. But listen, our dance partner was running the whole time.
When you think about that knockdown in that second round, you kept getting caught with that right hand. What happened?
Nah, it wasn't a right hand. He's southpaw, so it's a left hand. You feel me? But it wasn't that I was getting caught with it. He was just pushing me down.
Well, he did clip you with that right hand when you were coming in. It was a check right hook.
Now you heard that, right? Teofimo Lopez then, after when he said to his corner that, you know what, I don't know if I've got it anymore, man. I might lose this fight. Then when he won the fight, he said, fuck it. This is not how I want to fight. He said, look, man, you got to give me a better dancing partner. The man who came in the ring did not want to wanted to get busy. But you got to remember this, Tio. Everybody's got styles. Not everybody's going to be there for your fucking style of fight. And I know that Tio was frustrated. But what Sandor Martin said is that you guys are fucking robbed me. I knocked this guy down. How the fuck can you only give it 97, 92? He goes, I knocked him down. And I was landing on him all day and all night. Yeah, but Tio was, see, some referees, I mean, some judges, they like a fighter coming forward. Even though if Sandor Martin was using his footwork, moving around, and, you know, trying to, what's it called? You know, use the distance and just keep it moving. Even though Tio was getting aggressive moving forward and missing a lot of shots and he wasn't landing clean, he was still the man who was bringing the fight. He was the aggressor. And judges like aggressors. And especially in New York, you got your own hometown favorite people. So Sandor Martin, after the knockdown, yeah, he was landing the right hand. But let's keep it real. Tio was still landing. He just wasn't able to do much with it. Now, Tio did land a lot of right hands and he did land a lot of shots to the body, but they didn't really phase. Did anybody look hurt apart from when Tio went down? Tio was not able to hurt Sandor Martin. Sandor Martin was able to move around and keep it flowing. He didn't stay in the mix for Tio to keep it a Teofimo Lopez fight. Now, my thing is this, though. You know that Sandor Martin's already lost twice anyway, bro. His best win is against Mikey Garcia. A small Mikey that came up. My thing is, this is just not looking great for Tio. Even though Tio won, going forward, he's got to change shit. He's got to get, does he need to change his trainer? Does he need to change his trainer now? Or does he need to add people with his dad? Because him and his dad don't look like they got something really great going on anymore. The only great thing they did is beat Lomachenko. And after that, it ain't been looking that good, bro. But Teofimo Lopez said that he wants to fight Regis Prograis. And he wants to fight Josh Taylor. What do you think about that? You know? But I've just seen Sandor Martin. I've just got a message out there. Let me see what Sandor Martin's saying, bro. Let me see what Sandor Martin's saying. Let me see what Sandor Martin's saying. Hey, bear with me. I'll be back in a sec.
What up?
How are you?
I'm great.
Can we meet you?
My name is Tunde Tupac, aka the Rap Killer,
Tunde Tupac.
the Rap Flexer, kill them all.
Your name is
Tunde Tupac.
Tunde Tupac.
You can write the Rap Killer there.
But Tunde is your
It's
name.
okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. Tunde, with your dressing, I know the kind of song that you're about to present.
Yes.
So you want to tell us about it?
Just rap game. I kill the rap game because the haters want us down, but they're not going to get us.
You don't
Calm
need to
down.
tell us about the haters now.
Rappers, right? You're a
Yes.
rapper.
Rapper.
Good. Let's hear you.
Check it. Ha ha. Check it. Ha ha ha. Check it. Check it. Check it. I rule everywhere. I rule. They want to take me down, but they cannot take me down. Yeah. I rule New York. I rule Lagos to Atlanta. We go to Chicago. Check me out. Check my game. My game is tight. All the haters, I shoot them in the brain. Boom, boom, boom. I've been around with my guys, 50 Cent, Tupac, Biggie, Snoop Dogg. We're all in this game together because I kill them all. I kill Tupac and I kill Biggie. I kill them all because they can't contain my rap game.
Hey!
It's off the hook because I kill you all now.
No, calm down. You killed?
You killed who?
It's just a lyric. Don't fear.
Lyric.
Your lyric
Hey.
will put you in trouble. You have to be very careful. You don't just go about saying things that you don't know.
It's a rap game. That's a,
Oh, okay.
How old are you?
I've been in this game for more than 20 years.
How old?
All right, we're back over here now. We're back. We're back. You're back with Rapstar. And we're going to talk about what Sandor Martin feels. So Sandor Martin says, I won this fight. Have a look at what he says, right? Sandor Martin says, I won this fight. I only won 2 rounds for one of the judges. Really? The referee didn't score the second knockdown? I think that's a robbery. Prograis will kill him. Sandor Martins gives his immediate reaction to defeat of Teofimo Lopez. I won this fight. I only won 2 rounds for one of the judges. Really? The referee didn't score the fucking second knockdown either? I think that's a fucking robbery, and Regis Prograis will kill Teofimo Lopez. Yo, 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 yo. We got the people there. T. O'Donis, Jeff in the building, General Halim in the building, the one and only Mike from Boston. You know, I'm cooking over here, ladies and gentlemen. You're listening to your boy Rapstar over here. I just woke up a bit late and I catch the highlights. Then I watch some of the rounds. And you know what I mean? I'm here to cook. We got Pound for Pound King, Chuck, Halim, T. O'Donis, the one and only, the man who's there right now. We got the man who's there right now. All right? We got Punch Drunk Boxing, who's right now with Teofimo Lopez. Ladies and gentlemen, Punch Drunk Boxing was with Teofimo Lopez just a couple of hours ago on live on his, he put it up there on his channel. He was with Teo and his dad. So Punch is with Teofimo Lopez and them people today. And we still know fanboys here though, bro. Punch is our people. But Teofimo Lopez was unimpressive. We're not fanboys here. Even if Teo was looking at the channel and he even came on this channel. Teo, you was not impressive. Teofimo Lopez, I'm going to keep it real with you. You a special fighter at 135. You got everybody's attention. Teofimo Lopez did get everybody's attention. When he beat Lomachenko, that's when the people all over the world started to watch Teofimo Lopez, mate. But people are not that high or in that level of fans of Teofimo Lopez. You know what I'm saying? People have lost faith in Teofimo Lopez. And I want Teo to watch this. I want Teofimo Lopez to listen to this. That there's something missing. The X factor's missing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even saying that it's a physical problem. I'm saying that Teo got a mental problem, bro. It's a mental situation going on that's missing in the Teofimo Lopez's brain. It's like the system's not working for him. You get what I'm saying? At the end of the day, yeah, him and his dad have done amazing shit. But going forward, ain't nobody think that Teofimo Lopez can be undisputed. And does he need a new trainer? It is what it is. Or do they need to add another trainer to the camp? Look, it's not about egos, man. Ain't no egos in this place. But Teofimo Lopez, man, I'll tell you this now, bruv. Shit ain't looked that good today. Yeah, you won the fight, but you were catching that straight right hand all night, bro. You were catching that straight right hand all night, bro. All night you were catching that straight right hand. Let's keep it real and let's keep it honest. And if my guy, Sandor Martin, can catch Teofimo Lopez with his right hand, what the fuck do you think other fighters are going to do? You know what I'm saying? So my question again, going forward, who does Teofimo Lopez fight next? And I'm going to ask a simple question now. Smash this like button. I'm going to ask this question to Halim, Vigilante Williamson, Jason, Whoever I see, pound for pound king, Ray P, Chuck. I'm going to ask you guys the simple questions now, and let's answer these questions. Does Teofimo Lopez need to change the trainer? Yes or no? Just answer yes or no, and then we'll ask, does he need to change? Does he need to add an assistant? Does he need to change his trainer? Does Teofimo Lopez need to change his trainer? Yes or no? We'll go to the next question anyway. Does Teofimo Lopez need to change his trainer? Yes or no? Keep it real here, bro. Yes. 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 Ed Marley, yes. J.R. Nika, yes. Jose Garcia, yes. Halim, yes. M.A.W., yes. One Epoxy Magic, no. General, yes. Majority, yes. Teo is the best at 140. Yes. 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 Well, I'm going to ask this question then. If you're saying change his trainer, does that mean that an assistant coach or assistant trainer won't work now? Does he need to change his whole trainer, or can he just add an assistant coach? That's my question. Does he need to change his trainer, or does he need to add an assistant coach? So he needs to add someone. He needs to add someone. So does Nanito Donaire. Hey, that's facts too, maybe for you guys. General's just keeping it real. So does Nanito Donaire. He needs to add an assistant coach. Maybe an assistant will work, says Vigilante. New trainer time. He need Yoda. He needs Yoda, bro. He needs fucking somebody. And smash that motherfucking like button, just like my boy Hayes is telling you guys to do it. Whoa, Real Boxing TV. That's a harsh statement, my brethren. Real Boxing TV says change the whole trainer. Real Boxing TV is saying take his dad out of the camp. I don't know, isn't that harsh? Look, Real Boxing TV is my brethren, whether he agrees with me or not. He's always brethren, you know what I mean? The man supports us. It is what it is. You're never going to agree all the time with your people, subscribers. But let's keep it real. He's saying get rid of his whole dad. Get rid of him. Just get rid of his dad. How the fuck you going to get rid of your dad? Are you for real, guys? Are you saying get rid of his father, man? Now we got to send you the link. You come here and tell everybody that you want this kid to get rid of his own blood, flesh, and his dad. Is that what you want? You want a man that's connected to his own father, flesh and blood, and you want him to get rid of his whole father from the camp. Do you want the link? There you go. That is going to be one of the toughest things for him to do. To get rid of your father. That is going to be tough. Oh, okay, ladies and gentlemen, remember this. Punch Drunk Boxing is with Teofimo Lopez's people right now, and Lopez. They could be watching right now. What is your message? What is your message? I'm going to keep it real. Max, I'm going to say this right now. And I'm going to say this right now. No fanboyism. You know how we are here. And I'm going to say this to I'm going to say this to my Australian brother, Carl. Teofimo Lopez is with Punch Drunk Boxing right now. He could be watching right now. What's your message
Wait.
for Teofimo Lopez?
Yeah,
Stop.
so you already know this rap. I'm a Teo fan, man. I love Teo, but tonight it was, and I knew this was gonna be a tough match for Teo. Everybody that I was watching the fight with, that's what I told them before the fight. And I still believe Teo won. That third scorecard was crazy to think it was that close. I mean, that open. But as a Teo fan, I gotta say, man, I'm not impressed, and I don't think that Teo is ready to fight a Josh Taylor or Progates either, man. And it's just the truth. Even when they were in the corner, and this is why I say he needs a new trainer. And it doesn't have to kick his dad off. Maybe his dad can be an assistant. But the reason I say that is because there was a moment during the fight where his dad couldn't get through to him. And when a boxer isn't like paying attention or you're not able to connect with him, man, I think it's time for a change. I don't know if you remember where he was like, sit down, take a rest. And Teo had like this crazy look on his face, like he didn't know what was going on. And I just didn't appreciate his dad, again, not having a game plan to make adjustments after the first knockdown, which
So
in my
what's your
opinion,
message to the world that he should actually really, because you made a statement on this channel that he needs to let his dad go. You said that.
yeah, I think his dad he's brought him to a certain point in his career. But I think if Teal's going to have a chance at 140, he needs to make someone else the head coach. His dad doesn't have to leave the camp. Maybe his dad could be an assistant. You know what I mean? But it just, as a Teal fan, man, I want what's best for him. And I don't think moving forward, he's connecting with his dad as he needs to when he was at 135.
Wow. And what's your message to Teofimo if he's with Punch Drunk Boxing now?
No, I mean, I'm still a fan with him. I'm still riding with him. Like, it
You're
is
still
what it
rocking
is.
with Teo though, right?
Of
To the
course,
pants
of
fall
course,
down.
of course, of course. You know, that's New
Okay.
York. That's New York all
Okay.
day. But I just, I knew it was going to be a tough fight. And Sandor Martin was running. And I think this is what I was telling the people that I was watching the fight with. I said, here's the problem with Teo. Teo is a gifted fighter, but he's so eager to get the guy out of there, man. He's so eager to get him out of there that he's not patient with going the distance. And I think because maybe there's not enough training in the camp as far as like, what happens if we go to 10 rounds, I think it's more like, let's get him out of here as soon as possible,
Let's move it around. Stay right here because I do want to speak to you about Bud Crawford and
Yeah.
something else.
Yeah.
Let's keep it moving to Carl from Australia. What's happening, Carl?
How are you, boys?
What's
Hey,
happening,
what's up,
bro?
man?
I want you to tell me on this subject. First of all, how did you see the fight? Was you impressed? And should he get rid of his dad as a trainer or should he add an assistant? Just tell me the rundown.
First of all, I don't think Teo won the fight. I think Teo had a really ordinary performance. In my eyes, Teo had to step it up here to prove a point to the rest of the division and to his fans that he's the man. I don't think he's the man at the moment. I don't know if he'll ever be the man, but I don't think his dad's got enough ring IQ himself to tell his son what to do in those tight moments, in that exchange. Yeah, look, Sandor ran, but if you're a good fighter, bro, you can cut that ring off. Teo never cut that ring off. And Teo struggled with a southpaw. So if he gets up against Regis, he's dog food for Regis. He don't want that fight right now. He don't want that fight. He needs to go and get a couple more cherries and fuck around and heap the praise on himself. But Teo's dad is toxic for him. Teo, make no mistake, Teo's dad is toxic. Teo's dad has no fucking clue what to tell his son. In those moments when it's getting hot, when you're starting to fall behind, when he was dropped in that second round, he was down straight away. And the second one I thought was a knockdown as well. I thought the second one was clearer than the first one, but it was never called. Had Sandor gone 4 points up on Teo, it's curtains. Teo's career is done, in my opinion. I don't think the takeover comes back. I think that's it. But man, he wasn't convinced. I wasn't convinced. I wanted Teo to step up. Teo proved to me, man, I think Teo's on a level of George Kambosos. I think they're B-level fighters. I think they'll be good for a person's resume. but I don't think that Tio's that guy at 140. I didn't think he was that at 135 either, but he's proven that there's levels to this shit. And a guy like Sandor Martin, a B-level, C-level fighter, proved that he could mix it with him. I had it a draw or I had Sandor up.
All right, smash the like button. We got Australia in the building, and now we're going to go. Stay right there, Carl, because I want some other views on the other bits. Mastermind, how you feeling?
Man, hey, you called it last week. You said it. Remember, you said he needed a spectacular performance, and I disagreed with you. But you proven to be right that, yes, Lomachenko ruined Teofimo. He gave all for that masterful performance against Lomachenko, and he had nothing left past that. Like my man said, the first caller said, he was going for the knockout ever since Lomachenko. He lost the patience. He had patience. He knew he could outskill Lomachenko, but after that, he started relying on his power. And like he said, he just so anxious for the knockout. He's done. He's done. And I don't think he should get rid of his father. It's over. It's over. His career is over.
Wait. But don't you think that if he can add to the camp and he can get new trainers and new people around him and a new burst of energy, don't you think that because of his father's not able to push the X factor in his brain anymore, bro? Teofimo Lopez, it's bad. I don't want to say this though, but I'm going to keep it real with you guys. Teo don't respect his dad when it comes to what he's doing in his life now. He thinks he's done it now.
Yeah,
like Teo thinks he's the man and he respects his dad, but when it comes to it, he's making the decisions, bro. He's the one running his whole fucking camp, and his dad is not able to put in Teofimo's brain the game plan properly. It's like Teo's fucking doing what he wants to do. So even if we say that get rid of his dad, it's the whole point is, do you not think by adding people to Teofimo Lopez, he can do a bit better, at least going forward?
No, he's done because the post-fight told you everything you needed to know. He was questioning himself after the fight. He said, do I still got it?
Himself. He did.
He said, do I still got it? It's deeper than his dad. It's his baby mama. It's his wife. It's his kid. You see the tension right there. It's all that then built up and ruined this young man. And it's all that.
Ruined? You think?
Yeah, he's mentally done with the Lomachenko fight. That was it. That was his last hurrah.
I think Kambosos broke his spirit, man. He's like a Mustang that's been tamed, bro. He's like a wild horse that's just had the fuck whipped out of him. And
so now you guys are on board with me when I told everybody that it's nothing else but Teo's mental issues are breaking him down in his mental factors.
It was Lomachenko. I don't think it was Kambosos. I think it was Lomachenko because after that he reached the height of success. He beat the man, the Matrix, the best man in the world. So when he reached the heights, it was over. Like he reached his goals. So it was like the end of it.
When he got a cherry picked like George Kambosos and he got dropped in the first round, I think he realized then, fuck, hang on a minute, I'm not invincible. And I think Kambosos brought that out of him. Kambosos fought like a dog, man. Kambosos fought like a dog in that fight. And you can say, you can have excuses for Teo, you can have excuses for Loma, but the fact of the matter is that them two motherfuckers got in that ring and they fought. And Teo is just not that guy. I'm sorry, man. If you believe he is, he's just not that guy.
And we're going to talk about that next, Cole, and we're going to talk about that. But we got a couple of people more in the building. We got Frank in the building. I might even send a link to a special guest. All right. We got Frank in the building. What's happening, my boy Frank?
What's up, Rat?
How you feeling about today, Teo? Wait, look. Let's stay with the topic.
Okay.
We're talking about Teo, Sandor Martin. Take the floor, Frank.
Yeah, I'm going to be devil's advocate, but this is really what I think also is that, I think everybody's overreacting. I mean, it was a close fight. He didn't look good.
Frank. He loves going against the grain.
But then I tell you this, Rap. I mean, Sandor ran like a bitch. I agree with Teo.
No, I agree with you, Frank. Sandor was running some of the fight, but it takes a good fighter to know how to break the distance and land clean punches, Frank.
I agree, but the fact remains that Teo won and Sandor ran like a bitch. It is what it is, and I think he'll be in a better fight with somebody who will take it to him. I think you'll be.
What do you think about Teo second guessing himself? And he was saying, "Man, I don't know if I got it anymore, Dad. I don't know."
I don't know. It could have been taken out of context, I would have to see the full clip. You don't know what question was asked. I mean, it looks kind of bad, but it's a grain of salt, man. The emotions are high. It's after a fight. You know, the people act like this is tennis. Like these guys are just fresh and clear, man. It's a fight.
He lost the fight.
Who lost the fight?
Your boy Lopez lost, man. That's why he was questioning himself.
He
Okay,
lost. I
Mastermind
think he
says
won.
that's between you two. Mastermind says he lost. Frank, you can rebuttal.
How did he lose when he won?
Oh, you think he won that? I mean,
I don't think.
I'm talking about by your. No, I'm saying if you was a judge in the scorecard, would you have him win?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I got you.
To me, he clearly won the fight based on how you actually score a fight. I don't think you can win running. You just can't win a fight running.
Dude scored 2 knockdowns though. I think they cheated him out the
scored
second.
one. He scored one. The other was like a cuff. It's what when they initially watched it, you know, he grabbed it. It was like on the top of the head. So that's why it didn't count. And the second one, he was leaping in. If you notice, Teo was leaping in a lot. And I think even the first knockdown, it was because he was leaping in, which was a mistake. But I mean, can you name one time that Teo was actually hurt? I can't name exactly.
How many rounds did you give Martin?
But did you see Martin hurt in any rounds?
Yeah, I seen him kind of. I mean, I think Teo landed some good, clean, hard shots. I didn't really see one
but
time
they didn't move Martin that way.
They were pretty impactful. If you watch the fight again, and you'll see he was landing the harder punches. You know, cleaner, harder shots. You know, because what happened is Martin was leaping into the ropes.
Was you impressed with the fight overall?
No, I mean, obviously it was a close fight. I wouldn't sit here and lie and say Teo looked spectacular because I'd be lying. And it's not like I'm saying he didn't look great, but I don't think he lost. Like people want to rush to judgment too quickly. Right. You know, these type of things happen, and I think he'll bounce back.
Okay.
What about the scorecard? Did you agree with that lopsided scorecard?
Yeah, I see how a judge could see that if you use this criteria that you're supposed to use, which is effective aggression. You can win a fight just being aggressive. That's why one of the criteria is aggression, effective aggression, ring generalship. You would actually say Teo showed more ring generalship because ring generalship is not just running. You can't just run. That's not ring generalship. You don't win a fight like that.
What about the straight right hand that was landed at all times?
The straight right hand
from Sandor Martin was landing the right all night.
I didn't see that.
Let the right hand go. Well, Sandor Martin was landing the right hand. You can see the picture here. He was landing the right hand. How did he drop even to you?
So I can't. Somebody's taking a shower. I don't know.
Well, let's talk to somebody who's taking a shower. Tip Bayless.
Yeah, man, I got smoke at everybody on the panel right now because everybody out here talking crazy.
Well, go on then, Tip Bayless. Take the floor.
Listen, man. Teo not finished. His father don't need to leave him. I mean, he don't need to leave his father. He needs to listen to his father. You know what I'm saying? This right here is just a test. This is why I said he's going to have problems with Haney because it's the guy who's going to be moving that's going to be trouble for him. Teo had, and I told y'all before, Teo has to box. He has to box. His mindset was to go into this fight and entertain. You know what I'm saying? He wants to fight. You can't fight a guy who's going to box you, bro. You're not going to win. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, I'm not mad at the decision. I think it could have went either way. I would have been satisfied. It really didn't matter to me. You know what I'm saying? But you know, he's got to be better. He's got to be better at boxing. Teo can't keep trying to fight in these fights anymore. He can't be a brawler. He's got to box. You know what I'm saying? Well, when you get into these bigger fights, man, it's going to show. You know what I'm saying? That his levels, his class.
Was you disappointed with Teofimo's in certain spurts in the fight? Were you disappointed?
Yeah, man, because I think Sandor was getting the best of him, just sticking and moving.
That's what I'm trying to say. He was landing on it.
I told Frank and punched it. Sandor was sticking and moving, and you know what I'm saying? Teo was just following him. Like, bro, you can't allow that to happen. Like, you can't follow the guy and then not make action happen. Like, use your jab. Put your jab out.
Wait a minute. When did he land all these punches? Teo landed more punches. What are we talking about? How was he sticking and moving but landed less punches if he was supposedly sticking so much? He didn't.
Listen,
the first 4 rounds, he only landed 17 punches.
Listen, Teo is initiating, right? but he's getting countered
He
coming
landed
in.
less punches.
He's getting countered
He
coming
landed
in.
less punches.
How
That's why
many?
it's ridiculous that people are saying that he
No,
was
the thing
sticking to
is, all of
moving.
T.O.'s
He was
punches aren't
moving,
clean, bro. That's the thing. All of
okay,
his
but he
punches
was
are not
landing
clean.
more, period. And he
Hold
was the
on.
aggressor, so he was scoring.
I gotta let me finish up in my kitchen. I got an hour left, and I'll get back to you guys.
All right.
All right.
So let's talk at Mastermind. Does Teofimo Lopez in this fight, yeah? What were your main disappointments? Let's talk. Let's go straight to the facts. No, let me talk to Max. Max, you still there? Max. Anyway, the Mastermind. You there?
Yep.
So what did you like in Teofimo in this fight, and what did you dislike in this fight with Teofimo Lopez?
Well, I like he still keep the aggression. He keep pressures. I like that, and then he hang in there. He don't
He
quit.
still got power. Teo got power.
Yeah, I think he
But he
got
just
power
wasn't
long
landing
term.
clean enough, was he? He wasn't landing the shots the way
Yeah,
he's gone.
he get discouraged, man. He get discouraged, man. He just got so much going on. The post fight just showed me so much, man. It's like he ain't the same guy no more, man. It's like he just switched up. It's just he used to come out there. He was keep the jab going, throw the big right hand, left hooks. It's like, man, he just get discouraged now. Like he pressing for the knockout so much. All you got to do is sit there and be patient, man. I think he could do wonders like that, but he want to get you out of there with that big right hand.
Okay, does everybody agree with that? That Teofimo Lopez wants to impress so much that he wants to try and put on a show, that he's so possessed to try and hurt you and try and knock you out or knock you down, that he's not really focused on outboxing you or really coming with a really better game plan here. The man's just trying to impress.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The man's possessed to try and impress. Do you agree with that, Frank?
I would give that a lot of credence. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. But what's wrong with that? I mean, it's still entertainment.
It's gonna cost you in the long run, man. I mean, you
Yeah,
got to go
but
in there with the game plan.
but here's my thing. That's why I'm saying we put too much. We've become accustomed to perfection, and because of this whole boxing and this fascination with the O. But you take a guy like Bernardo Lopez earlier. Did you guys watch that fight? But I'm still keeping it Teo. Did you watch that rap?
No, I ain't see that one.
Well, you should. Did you watch it, rap, or anybody on the panel?
Which one?
Or the Bernardo Warrington match?
No, I didn't. Oh no! Wait! What are you talking? The Warrington fight?
Yeah, Warrington Lopez.
Yeah. Warrington fight was a bit dirty though.
Okay, but what I'm saying is that Lopez took it to Warrington, went in his backyard and made it a fight.
Yeah,
and Sandor didn't.
Fight.
Sandor didn't do that. That's why I'm saying like it looked bad. Yes, it looked bad. That's because you had one guy who didn't want to engage, and you had, like Mastermind said so eloquently, Teo wanted to impress, and that's what he was telling the guy, like, you're a bitch, you didn't fight. And a lot of people have a problem with that. Oh, how dare he say that? Well, it's true. It's Heisman night. You heard the crowd booing, and so he started getting anxious. I'm okay with that because he was scoring by effective aggression. You can't win a fight running.
So why do you want him to eliminate his father? I want to ask you that.
I didn't say that. I'm okay with whatever. I mean, I hear a lot of that talk, but if they've come this far, it's like I always say, who am I to tell him that his father?
Okay, you didn't say that, no? Who
no.
Said that?
A lot of people are saying it though.
Yeah, but so in going forward, would you like to see a new team?
No, again, it would be up to Teo. If Teo, whatever decision Teo made, I would be okay with. I think he knows enough at this point, has done enough in his career. I mean, what Teo is what he's gonna be. I don't think there's really more to him than what we've seen, and we've seen kind of his limit, his ceiling. This is 140 is the ceiling because we see that he has a problem with the size. He's not the explosive puncher that he was at 135.
Oh, I don't know, man. This shit ain't working, bro. Frank, it ain't working.
I understand.
No matter how much you wanna try and make us believe that we're overreacting, but the shit just ain't working. It's not, the magic's not there, bro.
I get that, but what I'm trying to explain is that You can't, from like I'm trying to say it from Teal's perspective, because that's a hell of a decision to make, right? Get rid of your dad, and what if it's even worse?
Right.
Then
Oh yeah,
you
that would look bad on him. How could you even let your dad go?
well then get beat. So you let
Yeah,
your dad go and get beat. You're
that'd be
winning
fucked
again.
up.
He wanted Cambosa's rematch. Ain't Cambosa still at 135?
Mm.
That's what I ain't understand. I'm like, damn,
Yeah, because
Cambosa.
now he's thinking Cambosis, if he wants, let's have a fight. Maybe Cambosis can come up.
So
Like
is the weight gonna give him problem? Y'all think the 140 gonna give Lopez problems because it's too big for him? The guy's too big.
Well, I think he's not going to be able to just knock people out like he was. I think that's what he's used to. That's what he was trying to do with this guy, is leap in. He was literally leaping in with those, check hooks and straight rights. You can't do that at these higher weights. These guys are bigger. They're just gonna, brush you off like this guy was doing.
Now, my thing is this, right? And hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen. We're cooking Teofimo Lopez, Sandor Martin, post-fight reaction over here. You've got it live. You can see it. Overall, Teofimo Lopez, he won. Now, my question is very simple, because we don't want to over-exaggerate. Like Frank said, don't overreact here. All right? Let's keep it now real. Was it a robbery? Yes or no? I want to see. There's about under 100 people here. Hit that like button, right? Hit that like button. We're going to talk about it right now. Was it a robbery? Yes or no? And then we'll break down, Frank, that they're overreacting or not. You know what I mean?
Right.
Was it a robbery? Yes or no? Answer the question. I want to see 20 people answer for us to go to the next question. Azim says yes. A good call. Lisa says no. Eric says no. Dola says yes, it was a robbery. Hawker Mustang says, I heard Senior say Junior Lopez. Oh, no, I don't want to hear that yet. No robbery. Yes. Hell no. Esther Loca, hell no. No. Yes. Okay. Robbery is too strong of a word, says Vigilante. John says yes. Jeff says, come on, McSmith. Yes. Open your eyes. Not impressive. That wasn't a question. Could have been a draw. It was a close fight.
Yeah, I just want
No.
to say everybody opinions
Go
matter,
on.
but John McSmith's. That's all I want to say.
All right, Tip. But let me say this: a robbery. Oh my! So now we're looking at this. What the problem is here, Frank and Mastermind. There is about 35-40% people think it was a robbery. So at this point, anything we say, or you try and keep it in Tio's favor, people ain't gonna want to hear it right now. Now, do you understand that, Frank? You can see what I'm trying to get to.
I can, but I would have to say, tell me,
Are they overreacting, Frank, for what
the
you're seeing in the chat?
robbery would have been if Martin would have won. That'd have been a robbery. They're definitely overreacting.
So these 40% people right now in the chat are overreacting. Talk to them.
Yeah, they're overreacting. I mean, you have to understand the criteria for winning a fight, for scoring. Okay, number one, clean, effective punching. Number two, ring generalship, and number three, effective aggression. So who landed the cleaner punches? Tio. Harder punches, more impactful. Who had the ring generalship? Tio. I heard he didn't cut the ring off. Yeah, but when a guy's running, that's not ring generalship. He's literally refusing to engage. That's how the judge sees it. Is a guy here, you have one guy coming forward looking to fight, which it is boxing, not tag or fencing, and another guy refusing to engage. You've seen how he reacted in that 10th round, right? Where he didn't win the fight and he's celebrating. What kind of shit was that? And number three, effective aggression. You can win a round on effective aggression. Okay. So what does that mean? It means if you can win a round just following a guy and throwing punches because the other guy's not throwing punches. He's not.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, while Frank is cooking, have a look at what Teofimo Lopez said himself in the corner. This is what Teofimo Lopez said. Go on, Frank.
Okay. So that's why had Tio winning comfortably. I mean, it wasn't impressive. It wasn't a good looking fight because you had one guy who didn't want to fight. That's why it didn't look good. And here's why I said the Venado Lopez fight in Warrington is because you had Sandor took a stand and took it to Tio the way Lopez had took it to Warrington. Sandor would have walked out of there a winner, but he didn't. There's a reason why Lopez won and Sandor Martin lost because he was running.
Mastermind, do you agree with Frank, or was it a robbery?
Well, I don't believe in robberies, man, on the decisions. Only robberies I say is when they be stopping the fight and stuff like that. But
So are the fans overreacting right now? Because
I can see how people see it, because just like the judges.
So let me ask you this then. After talking to Frank, it seems like it's not the robbery that they're saying, yes, it's a robbery, it's a robbery. That's what they're saying. Do you think they're just not fucking impressed with Tio and they're thinking, man, he don't deserve to win?
No, but look, one judge had Martin winning. So some people think Martin won, some people think Lopez won. So that's where
they didn't have him winning. It was a draw. They had it.
No, it wasn't no draw. It was 94-93 for Martin. It was a split decision. It wasn't a split decision draw. That look at the judge, look at the scorecards, right? It was a split decision. One judge had it for Martin, and two judges had it for Lopez.
Okay, I thought it was a even scorecard.
Yeah, because the announcer kept saying, I mean, the interviewer kept saying that, but he was wrong. It was 94-93.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, that's why they saying it was a robbery, because some people think. But I look, like you said, people gonna have their own opinions on the fights. So
yeah,
I don't
but
say
did you watch the Lopez Warrington fight? I keep asking. I guess nobody watched that fight.
No, I watched some highlights. I was busy earlier. But yeah,
I watched it, Frank, but I can't talk about it right now.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to really watch it all round by round and cook on that one tomorrow, Frank, on Sunday.
Well, I'm just trying to explain that it's a tale of two fighters and kind of a close fight. And the reason one guy got the decision in the guy Lopez went to Warrington's backyard on a different network and took his belt. Right. That's what I'm trying to explain. Like, you can say because he ran all night and jabbed he won. No, you got to go take it to a guy. Like, if you even think it's close, take it to his ass. Like, don't come in here and tell me you're Rod when you're dancing in the last 20 seconds. That's why I get a little emotional, excited, because it's like, you can't sit here and tell me Sandor got Rod when he didn't take it to him and try to get that win like Lopez did when he knew that's what he had to do.
Well, let's have a look at what Sandor Martin is saying himself. So this is what Sandor Martin is saying. But before I tell everybody what he's saying, we got another guest coming in the building shortly. All right. And we got one of my friends, which is with the Lopezes right now. And he just made a couple of interviews right now on his own channel, which is Punch Drunk. He's got interviews with the Lopez's dad right now happening. So let's talk about this. This is what Sandor Martin has said. I won this fight. I only won 2 rounds for one of the judges. Really? The referee didn't score the second even knockdown. I think this is a robbery. Regis Prograis would kill Teofimo Lopez right now. Sandor Martin gives his immediate reaction to Teofimo Lopez. Defeat to Teofimo Lopez. Now, Mastermind, you see this statement? What you said?
Yep.
Do you agree with, forget the other thing, but do you agree with, let's ask the second knockdown first. Was there a second knockdown?
Yeah, I thought that was a knock. That's why I had him winning. The 2 knockdown. And then Lopez ain't getting no knockdown, man. He got to put dude down, man. I don't care if he's running.
Let's ask the chat while everybody's cooking. Is that a second knockdown? Should they have given it? Because if you guys say that the second knockdown even should have been given, that means there's an argument for Sandor Martin to have won that fight. I'm going to ask you again, Mastermind, then we're going to go to Frank. All right. Was there a second knockdown?
Yep, there was 2. They just ain't scored that one, and Lopez should have got a knockdown.
I'll get the picture of it. I might even play. Unless Frank, can you play the video of it?
No, I don't have that ability.
All right, let me find the picture while Frank cooks. Frank, was that second knockdown justifiable?
No. They showed the replay, and the first thing that the commentator, no, the objective commentator said, no, you could tell that his glove, he pawed, he dragged him down, with the heel. It wasn't like he turned the punch over and it was a clean knockdown. Even the first one, it was Teo leaping in and kind of being off balance. That's what I'm saying. I mean, if somebody could say that Sandor won because he beat Teo up or landed some really hard, good, clean punches, I would like them to show me where that happened. I'm not saying he did land, but Teo outlanded him. So where is he being effective? If Teo in the first 4 rounds was out punching them, besides the knockdown, what I think was just him leaping in and kind of being off balance. A lot of times a ref will just call that a slip. It could have went either way. It was a judgment call. Because if you watch it again, you'll see his hand, his heel on the top of his head, because he was doing a lot of rabbit punching too. Sandor was being a little dirty in there, with the headbutt. That's why their heads clashed. So Teo had to worry about that. Look, Sandor is just a guy that makes it ugly. That's just what he does. And Mikey, that's why Mikey lost, because he didn't want to take it to him. Mikey was not exactly, a aggressive fighter. Mikey's kind of a, counter puncher himself. But yeah, I mean, the first one, I could see how you could call it a knockdown, but the second one was definitely a judgment call. You can watch 100 fights and you're gonna see things like that, and the ref will say slip. When Terrence Crawford against Me Machine, he called that a slip when that was a clear knockdown. So these type of things happen. It's not a robbery,
Hey Frank, did you think he was running in the Mikey Garcia fight?
Yeah, he was running probably more, but
so he should have lost.
Should he have lost? No.
So Mikey Garcia.
Mikey wasn't doing anything. He was just standing there.
So you said Teo put a better performance on.
Well, he was trying to make it a fight.
Right.
He's scoring. Look, man,
I got you.
You have to understand scoring. That's what I'm saying. That, like, how do you score a fight? And that it goes to the judges. You have clean, effective punching, effective aggression, and ring generalship. Okay. Yeah.
And defense.
Because people say the stupidest shit, which is hit and not be hit, sweet science. No, because I could literally just fling my jab and make it a slap and do that all night. But that's why they don't let you slap it. You got to punch. You got to turn those punches over, because that's what you're scoring, is who's inflicting the more damage in a brutal type of sense. That's why the number one criteria is clean, effective punching.
Have he been knocked out before, Martin? Or he never been knocked out?
Not that I like. Do you remember when Floyd they didn't count the knockdown that he had against Zab?
Yep.
That type of shit happens all the time, and the ref will just say, "Oh, it's a slip." So when people, robbery, and no, look, man, it's judging. It's a judgment call. A lot of this shit is just judging, and you have to judge on the spur of the moment. So all these people watched Floyd versus Zab, and it's a slip. Floyd clearly hit the deck, but it could have went either way, right? Did anybody have it a clean knockdown, or did Floyd kind of get hit on the top of the head and then fall over?
Yeah, his hand touched that canvas.
Yeah, but the ref didn't rule it a knockdown, just like when Bud fought Me Machine. He definitely got clipped and he hit the fucking ground, but the ref called it a slip. I mean, It just depends, man, where the ref is standing, how it looks, It wasn't like he took a fucking shot like Kambosos gave to him where it's obvious. And then now if that happened, I'd be like, yeah, that's some fishy shit. But the second one was definitely judgment. If you watch, he kind of throws it, that check hook he was always throwing, and then kind of pulls him down. And that's initially what they first said. And then now when everybody watches again, because we the fans are at home, we can watch it again and again. We can say, oh, yeah. That was definitely a knockdown. It's like, no, it's happening in real time. You have to understand where the judge is at and why he ruled it what he did.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, man, you got to get them guys out of there. But I think he still could beat Regis Prograde. He just, that's a different style fighter.
Well, you know what? Zepeda gave Prograde a little bit of trouble though, and Teo fights a lot how Zepeda fought on that night, which is kind of patient counterpunching, because that's what Teo naturally does, is more of like a counterpuncher.
Yep.
No.
I think in a
So
fight like this, Tio was more ready for a pro grade than he was for a Sandor.
Yep.
That's how I just look at the style of how
Explain
he
it.
fought. He was
Explain it
more
to the
ready for a pro
fans.
grade. Like how he was coming forward. He wasn't fight the way Tio came to fight. Like I said before, he was coming to. He came in looking like he wanted to fight, not box. He
Yeah.
should have boxed Sandor. Where
All
like
right.
if you
Right.
want to entertain, you know what I'm saying? A guy like Pro Grace is a guy you could go in there and have a fight with to entertain. You know what I'm saying? He just got
All
to
right.
know
Well,
the styles.
let's go to the guy from Australia. I'm sure he's got something to say about Frank. Mirage, what you got to say about it?
I love it how Frank is explaining the scoring criteria to everybody as if we
Yeah.
don't
Go
know
on,
the
Mirage.
scoring
Mirage,
criteria.
tell everyone.
He's educating us the scoring criteria because we don't know apparently. Only Frank knows. That's a joke to start with.
was it? Have
Oh
you
wait! Before I head
explain it
back,
more?
A lot of
I just want to get this off, Mirage. Shouts out to Boo Boo Andrade, who's actually taking chances out here. You know what I'm saying? Unlike David Benavidez, you know, Boo Boo's out here looking for the best fights and not Canelo Alvarez. You know what I'm saying?
Who?
You know, Boo Boo
Who?
Andrade said that out of his own mouth.
Who the
I'm
fuck
gonna go
is that?
fight these other guys and not
Who's that?
chase Canelo. That's what Boo Boo said. I just want to get that off. You know,
Who the
because
fuck is that?
David Benavidez is still out here calling out Canelo. And you know what I'm saying? Caleb Plant went out his own way
Nobody
to make
gives
the
a fuck about
Benavidez fight
that
happen
dude.
after he couldn't get the Charlo fight. I just want to say that.
When did he last fight? That's what I thought.
1994.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. So back to this fight. I don't know if Frank is unaware, like if he's looked at other opinions outside of his bubble. A lot of people thought Lopez lost the fight and the Martin won. A lot of people. Almost nobody I've seen at all thought it was a wide decision for Lopez. So Frank is the minority as usual because he's fucking clueless.
I never said it was not a close fight. When did I say that?
You said you had Lopez winning easily or a wide decision. You had him winning easily.
No, somebody asked me, was I okay with the seven? What was it? 96,
No, you had him winning
7?
easily. You're lying. I'm gonna go rewind that
No.
later.
Okay, go ahead. But I know what I said
What was
because
your
Mastermind
scorecard?
is. No, he asked me, was I okay with the 97, 9?
No, after that, you said you had him winning easily. You had a easily or wide decision, something like that. You said, I heard it 100%.
Comfortably.
Okay, comfortably. That's it. So you had him winning. I haven't heard barely anybody with that opinion other than you. Even the people who thought he won thought it was very close. So congratulations, you're the minority again.
I am. Well, he obviously won, so I'm not.
Well, that's what the scorecards. I mean, it was a split
Yeah,
decision.
the people judging the fight, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then.
And we know how useless they are so often in boxing.
Well, you know what, man? I mean, they're the ones that scored it the way they did.
Do you think he looked good?
No, I think it was. We talked about this. Did he need to look impressive? I said, yeah. I didn't come in saying, oh no, he needs to just get a win. See, you try to pigeonhole me, but I know what I've said, and I'll always be honest. And I said he needed to make a statement, and did he? No, he made a statement that he might not be as good as we think. But I'll still
Well, he was
say
good enough to beat your all-time great Lomachenko, at least, wasn't he?
my all-time great. I don't know.
Or your great fighter, whatever you guys think.
I think he's a really good fighter. Yeah, Lomachenko's really good. I think you get a lot of credit for beating Lomachenko. You know, just like whoever beats Tio is gonna get a lot of credit. You know, that's how.
So overall, though, I got to ask Mirage.
They call Cambosos a bum, though. They don't give you a lot of credit.
I want to ask the guy from Australia. Overall, how did you see the fight, and how did you score the fight?
I didn't score the fight. I didn't watch it all. I was watching other stuff on the side. I watched, I don't know, 6-7 rounds. I mean, it's a.
What did you think of those rounds?
Messy fight, close rounds, a lot of close rounds. Messy, sort of hard to score. That's why it can go either way. Can go either way, really.
Do you think TEOFIMO Lopez will still have problems with George Kambosos?
Well, they're not going to fight again, so it doesn't really matter.
But do you think he would still have a problem with
why
George
wouldn't he?
Kambosos?
Why wouldn't he? What's changed?
Well, that's the fight he's saying that he goes, if I can't get another big fight, I'll fight George Kambosos.
At what weight?
At 140, obviously. George Kambosos comes up.
Was he coming up? Is he? I didn't know that.
I'm just saying, George Kambosos might come up for big money.
Kambosos looks small in his last fight at 135. So how's he going to come up? I mean,
yep.
Nothing will change if they. I mean, he was just rushing in a lot, missing a lot of punches. I mean, I didn't see much skillful boxing.
So let me
Same,
ask a simple question,
same old
ladies and
shit.
gentlemen. I'm going to ask a very simple question now, because now we got to keep it real. If George Kambosos came up and fought Teofimo Lopez, who wins that fight now? Let's just answer honestly. Mastermind, still, who wins that fight now? If that boy came up at 140 and Teofimo Lopez wants that revenge.
Well, I think that's you giving Lopez a little edge with the 140. Like you said, he's at his weight, so you forcing him up. So 50-50, but I'll lean toward Cambosa since he beat him the first time.
What? You still lean to Kambosos?
Yeah, because I
Because
mean,
Teo's had 2 fights at 140 now.
yeah, but yeah, the weight gonna give it an advantage toward Lopez, but just the mental that he already beat him, man. He know what to do. So man, it's tough. It's like a 50-50 fight, but just a little slight edge because he got the victory. Slight edge, maybe
Well,
51%.
Azim says Kambosos, Teo George got him the right time. Smash the like button. Teo. Jason says Teo wins that. Silver and Black says Teo edges it. You know what I mean? Okay. Some people think Teo wins it. Some people think Kambosos can still win that. What do you think, Frank? Kambosos comes up at 140. Teo called him out at the end of the fight. What do you think?
Yeah,
Who
I
wins?
mean, I don't think that's a good fight, but I think
Who
Tio's just a
wins?
better Tio. He's a better fighter. But can I say something, Rap? Because I just noticed something. Is that do you notice that certain fighters get all this hate? Like Tio's getting the same hate that Loma got. Remember when Loma fought Ortiz? Oh yeah, Ortiz was robbed, and oh my gosh, it's like everybody wants to just overreact. It's crazy. You get certain guys like Tio, Loma, Canelo and Triple G. Oh my God, Triple G, he was beating Canelo's ass. Like, who are these people that overreact? Why does everybody overreact for some of these certain fighters?
Maybe you're overreacting. Maybe you're the one that's wrong.
No, I think I
Maybe they're
think
just calling it as it is.
no, I
Maybe
think
they're right.
people think very highly of Tio, and they didn't think highly of Martin. But people who know boxing knew he was going to be a problem because we said it. I was talking with Rap. I don't know if you were there, but we said this guy's going to be a problem. It's not going to be
Yep.
easy. And then now all these people coming in, just like with the Jermaine Ortiz kid, nobody really knew who he is, so automatically he's a bum. And then when he does good, oh, he was fantastic. He was great. Loma
You
ain't
beat him.
shit.
You
We're
beat
doing
him,
the
yeah.
same shit now.
You beat
And
him.
that's what's weird about these boxing channels and chats, is everybody is
Beat
overreacting
Loma.
crazy.
He beat Loma.
Okay,
But I think
see?
Ortiz is good though. I think he real good, Jermaine Ortiz. So I don't think you can get bad credit for
I'm just
that
saying
performance.
there's these guys like Martin and Ortiz. They're not great fighters. I don't think they'll ever be pound for pound. I don't think they'll ever be champions, but they're going to be competitive. And I think we just underestimated them so much because we don't know much about them. That as soon as they look halfway decent, oh, Teo sucks, and I can't believe he struggled. And now we want to say this guy is a great fighter and won the fight, which didn't happen. Just like Ortiz didn't win.
Do you reckon
But
some people overestimate big names and they're biased towards big names,
Yeah,
Frank?
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So that's the other side of the spectrum is that
That
we
that
think
sounds
so
like you.
highly. No, I think highly of Loma and I think highly of Tiafimo. I think
That's why
Loma
you're
did
biased
no.
towards him.
It's not a bias when most of the boxing community does. When you get Buy Ring magazine, that's who's in your face, just along with Canelo Alvarez. I think it becomes edgy and trendy to hate on these fighters because they get so much hype. It just becomes kind of cool and edgy to like hate
So
on.
thinking they lost the fight is hating. Okay, that's interesting.
No, 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 no,
but
no. You can
I'm,
have
I'm
your opinion, but I'm saying if you notice this trend, guys like Loma, Tio, Canelo always get the most
Trend
hate.
of hype jobs getting exposed. Yeah, I noticed that trend. That's good. It's good shit. They are
Yeah,
getting
but here's the
exposed.
thing. Here's the thing. They're fighting the best of the best. Like Loma, Tio, Canelo are fighting the
Like
best of the
John
best.
Ryder, like John Ryder,
No, but then you have guys like Tank,
40-year-old Triple G.
Ryan, and Haney. They still have never fought each other, and they still haven't fought these other top guys. At least Canelo, Tio, and Loma have all fought each other, have all fought each other in one semblance. They're the only guys that fought each other. The others, after even 2, 3 years, have still not fought each other.
And he didn't name Haney when he named all those guys. You notice he didn't
Who,
name
me?
Haney.
I
I
did say
told you he
Haney.
didn't want to fight Devin Haney.
Nah, they offered he told Devin to go to Top Rank, and Devin never showed up.
No, I'm
Anyway,
talking about
look,
just now after this fight. He could have named him in all them
well,
names. He still ain't
Devin
named
has
Devin.
because Devin has business right now. He's not gonna call him out when it would be Cap. But anyway, I'm just saying, man, all these guys get hate, and it's just like I was talking about this guy Bernardo Lopez. He had two losses, and he's still winning and got a belt, in somebody's backyard. We just want to write people off like Loma and Tio and Canelo when they got a loss, but we want to praise and crown these other guys because they have no loss, but they haven't fought anybody.
They fought Cambosis and knocked his ass, beat his ass twice.
Cambosis, but ain't shit. Come on.
I thought you said he. Well, I thought he was the shit. Now he ain't getting no
No,
credit,
no,
so
no,
you
no.
don't get credit for beating Lopez. So when you beat Lopez, you still don't get credit. You still ain't shit.
Well,
That
hold
don't
on,
make
hold on,
sense.
hold on, hold on, hold on. Why would Tio call out Haney? I mean, it's more reasonable for him to call out Cambosis, who actually gave him a loss.
Hey, let's give a shout out
Because
to
then that
Punch.
make
Yo, tip. Let's give a shout out to Punch Drunk. He's with the TEOFIMO Senior right now. He just put a video up. He's in the chat right now, and he's with the TEOFIMO Lopez people. He's with Tio. Go on,
man,
Tip.
they need to hop on the panel right quick. We need to
I
discuss
mean,
this.
what is your message to TEOFIMO Senior and Tio if they're with Punch? Because Punch just said, "Yo, what's up?" and he's with them. What's your message to them?
I gotta go over it mentally. You know what I'm saying? To like really dig into like what I want to say, but
That's weak to call out Cambosis after he
I
took
don't
two
think it's weak to
losses.
call out Cambosis.
He should
Listen,
have
Cam,
called him. He said he went up. He
so
didn't want the rematch when
That's
he
a
got his
very,
ass
very
whooped.
good
listen,
point.
you want to see the hand?
Mentally, that's very weak to call out
Yeah.
Cambosis.
I don't know. It's like we said before. That Cambosis fight is probably on his mind. Like he still wants that get back with Cambosis.
He
You know
should
what
have
I'm
got it
saying?
right back when he lost.
It's lingering. But we've already went over this as to why he didn't go back for the Cambosis fight. We went over this before.
So now you're trying to get him up so you can have an event. That's not even a good win. You know he not no 140 pounder. Now you're trying to have an advantage. That ain't gonna be a good win if you do win. You done sneaked him up to 5 pounds. He already a small 135er. You know it ain't no good win.
I don't know, but Dehaney wouldn't be a good one.
Hell yeah! If you got the undisputed moving up, yeah, just like Errol Spence beating Crawford would be a good win. If undefeated, undisputed coming
Yeah, but
up,
we still talking about a smaller guy moving up, not being settled into the division. You know what I'm saying? Like the belt is just you know what I'm saying.
but he beat the guy that beat you. He beat him twice, so it'd be a hell of a
Yeah,
win.
that's what I'm saying. Like go. That's what I'm saying. Like him calling out Cambosis is really not a problem for me because even if he beats Cambosis, I mean, if he goes and beats Cambosis, you know what I'm saying? That Haney fight's still there, and it just moves the needle even closer because Haney already fought Cambosis twice. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Teal just got to look better the second time than Devin did in the second fight and the first fight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, knockout.
Knockout, I'll box him, whatever he got to do to make it. That's where you have to look entertaining. You know what I'm saying? If you take that Cambosis fight, if you take that Cambosis rematch, that's where you gotta look entertaining. You know what I'm saying? Because people still talking about that L. See what I'm saying? Once you scratch that off, you know what I'm saying? What can they say then? They
And that
can't
was a
they can't
fight of the year,
they can't
L2.
live they can't live off him having that L no more if he go back and beat him, regardless of what it is. They can't.
And that was a fight of the year. That loss he took, that was a fight of the year candidate.
So
They
I
fight.
don't. Me personally, I don't mind him going for Cambosis and trying to avenge his L, regardless of what it is. You know what I'm saying? Rather than taking that Haney fight right away. That Haney fight gonna be there for him. You know what I'm saying?
Haney mess around and lose to Lomachenko, then what?
So, Tip, I want to ask you the biggest question now. If Haney decided to come 140, this Teofimo Lopez at 140, will he have trouble with Devin Haney? Let's keep it real now. Do you think he'll have trouble with Devin Haney? Well, Teofimo Lopez versus Devin Haney at 140, is that fight a 50-50, or are you edging it towards Teo, or are you edging it towards Devin the Dream Haney?
I'm edging it towards Devin, and the only reason why I'm saying I'm edging it towards Devin is because of Devin's style, bro. Devin's style
Wait,
of
listen.
boxing.
Listen to
It,
this. Punch Drunk Boxing said he was sitting there live, and he had a very wide. I have Martin winning by 2-3 rounds. Punch Drunk Boxing has just been saying he was sitting there live, and he said, "Look, he's got to keep it real." He had Sandor Martin winning that fight.
It was a
Very
close
well.
fight. That's why I said I wouldn't be mad at either way it went. You know what I'm saying? Like I think.
Well, that
Listen,
just debunked everything that Frank said.
if Sandor won,
No, he said he had him. He had Teo winning.
No, you read it properly.
he
Very
what
wide
punch?
have Martin winning
He said
2,
very
3
wide.
rounds.
I have Martin winning 2-3 rounds. That's what
That
punch
means
said.
Martin. He has Martin only winning 2 or 3 rounds. Not.
Oh, he only had Martin winning 2-3 rounds.
I don't know. I gotta go back and
Yeah,
watch
but
it.
you gotta remember this. Martin fucking dropped Teo, and Martin fucking you know what I mean? Martin
What?
dropped Teo. Sorry, Punch, I got
What
it
is it?
wrong. Punch had TEOFIMO Lopez
It was
winning
closer.
wide, but
It was
Martin
closer.
dropped Teo. And I want
I
to
didn't know
ask
that.
you about the second knockdown. Did you have the second knockdown? Did you score the second knockdown, or did you just avoid the second knockdown, bro? Was there a knockdown tip?
Nah, I thought it was a cuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was a cuff.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Mm.
Look, that those like I said. Did you watch Zab Judah versus Floyd Mayweather? You know,
Because at the same time, it's the way Teo's momentum was carrying him over.
But who wins that fight now, Tip? Devin Haney or Teofimo Lopez at 140 right now?
It depends on Teo, bro. Like Teo's got to adjust to that style of boxing. A guy who's going to move and not just like this is the difference between a pro grade and a Haney or and a Sandor. Those two guys are going to move. Pro grade at best, pro grade is going to be in front of you, and he's just going to give you slight subtle movements, but he's not going to be all over the place. Devin and Sandor, they work off one thing: they're jabbing and they're getting out of there. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if it's one punch or not, they're throwing a punch and they're getting out of there. They're going to make you follow them. That's the problem Cambosis had.
Mm.
That's the problem Teo just had.
Yeah. All right, let's go to Chavo. Chavo, you got Teo losing this fight.
Yeah, he definitely lost that fight, bro.
Tell us why you think he lost that
If
fight. How you
if
score it? How did you score it?
well, he couldn't even. He probably landed like 4 meaningful shots, like that you could actually see. If we're talking about to the head, he landed some body shots, but he was getting countered. He couldn't keep his feet. He couldn't keep on his feet correctly. He couldn't cut off the ring. Talking about he's running. But before the fight, this is the same man that said his style would be no problem for him. So was he running? And you knew that before because did you just not watch film? I don't know. I have no clue. But he couldn't cut off the ring at all.
So where did you see Sandor Martin? What rounds did you give Sandor Martin?
The first round, I think it's a couple of swing rounds in there. The 10th round could have been a swing round. Shit. Oh, if I had it written, I should have written it down, but I didn't write it down, so I can't just give it to you off the top of my head. But I scored it about 6-5. I mean 6-4, if anything. But I don't think it could have even been a draw, maybe. But I was still leaning towards Sandor. The thing about Teo is he couldn't. It's like I said, he couldn't cut off the ring at all. He was looking frustrated in there. His dad even said, and then his dad is such a fucking liar. His dad even was telling him, "Oh, you're losing this fight. You're losing." The worst corner advice I ever heard. Remember, he just dropped you. What? Who tells somebody? Who tells somebody that going to the 10th round? Please remember he just dropped you. What the fuck kind of advice is that?
I think
Yeah,
that's
but what about
him telling
a
his
fight?
fighter
I
to
want
have
to
a
say
sense
this
of
though.
urgency.
Tip, get this off though. What about a fighter that stays on his back foot for the whole 10 rounds? A man that don't come always going back always running away from the action. What do you think about
Well,
that?
that's not running.
Have
I
we
don't
have we,
know unless you call that running.
Mm.
I
have we
don't. I
not
don't
seen
call that
fighters win
running.
off the back foot before? I think we've seen plenty of fighters win off the back foot.
Yeah,
Jermaine Taylor, that's the best fight I can think of.
yeah.
Split decision, same thing. Corey Spence, Jermaine Taylor, he fought off the back foot. They gave it to Jermaine.
You gotta look at
Yeah, it wasn't like he
Harrison.
wasn't throwing punches or something.
Harrison Charlo won. Harrison Charlo won. Tony was fighting off the back foot.
Charlo got robbed that fight, right?
Nah,
Okay.
Charlo didn't get robbed that
Yeah,
fight.
but what Bivol did with Zerto was not running. He was off the back foot, but
Yeah,
he stood in
Bivol
there and
was off
threw
the back foot too.
combinations.
Yeah,
But Sandor was running.
Sandor wasn't running.
He was definitely running. He was
it
running
was-
like a bitch. That's why he lost.
I wouldn't mind if Tio fought him again. If Sandor won, I think them giving Tio the win, it gives him a different mindset compared to his. If Tio lost and then wanted the rematch, he would have came with a different game plan and different mental state. You know what I'm saying? I don't think this loss would have affected him as much as the Cambosis loss. But, you know, it's just like it was a close. It was a close fight.
Yeah, you can fight off the back foot, but you don't have to run. There's a big difference. Like if you watch Dimitri Bivol versus Zurdo Ramirez, one guy was running and the other was not, and they were both fighting off the back foot. An extreme case was the Carmona a couple of weeks ago on the DAZN card. The guy that broke his hand, he was literally running, you know, and the announcers called him out on it.
Now, I think Charlo performed better against Harrison than Lopez did against Martin.
That's because in the second fight, Charlo decided to box, and when he caught Tony, he had him on the ropes and he finished him.
But remember, he hurt Harrison more times than Lopez hurt Martin this fight. He hurt Harrison at least 2-3 times in that first fight.
Because Jamel stayed cautious, like he wasn't overly aggressive. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't see how he fights any top dog at 140.
Are you talking about Tio?
Yeah, if you can't
What do
cut
you
off
mean?
the ring with Sandor Martin and you complain about this dude running,
Sandor Martin is one guy, and it's just that style matchup. Pro grade, bro, like that style, the style Tio came with, that style is made for a pro grade, bro.
Yep.
Yeah, but I don't see how he fights any of those guys and wins.
Why not? How not?
I don't see
Pro
how
grade keep his hands down.
I think he beats a pro grade easy.
He keep his hands down too much.
Fuck no. If he gets dropped by these check left hooks, bro, it's done. He's done with pro grades. And he's not fighting no Josh Taylor. It's over with. And if you have a problem with this style, what he should have did was fight Arnold Barboza. The guy that's gonna come right to you.
If I'm not mistaken,
the guy that you beg Top Rank not to put you in there with.
Nah, Barboza can't.
Right.
I was talking about Barboza.
Please don't. Please.
Yeah, he be scared to fight people, man. I ain't gonna name. I'd have named all the top dogs, man. Why don't nobody want to be the first motherfucker to knock Devin Haney out? I don't understand that. I just like that. Let me be the first one.
It's easier just to talk shit and just say he can't fight. That's way easier than to actually get
What do you think about this? What do you think about this? Punch Drunk Boxing said that there's a lot of people hating on Tio like it's a devilish. Do you think people are hating on Tio,
Hell no.
Or he deserves the criticism? What do you
He
think?
hating on himself.
Tip, does
you know he deserved that criticism. He was questioning himself in the ring. Do I still got it? What did he say?
Right.
Does TEOFIMO Lopez deserve the criticism?
He hating himself.
That nigga down his damn self because he know damn well he did not win that fight, bro. He
That's
did not
rare.
decisively win that fight. You can't say that fight was 97-92. Come on, bro. You know the fix was already fucking in.
That's a bribery.
Yeah, let me respond to this question.
Not fixed. Come on.
I asked the question again, Rapstar. I'm sorry.
Is the hate for TEOFIMO Lopez hate? Is it devilish or is it justified? They're saying.
Is it criticism? I guess you're trying to say. Is it criticism or
Punch
hate?
said that the way they're hating on him now, it's like a devilish hate.
Well, you already got those that are biased against him, and then you got those who are going to criticize him because of the performance and how he was talking.
So is it criticism
leading up
to
to the
say?
fight.
Okay, so is it criticism to say that Tio lost the fight? Is that being proper bias like towards Tio?
I don't think that's a bias towards Tio. You know what I'm saying?
So you can agree. So you can agree with people saying that Tio lost the fight. You agree with that?
Yeah, it's like I said, the fight could have went
All
either
right,
way for me. I wouldn't have
that
been mad.
answers everybody's question and Chavo's question. Then that people can agree that Teofimo Lopez lost the fight as well. So there's no
It's
hate in that. There's no hate. That's just keeping it 100.
Yeah,
it's how you
I
want to
either
score
see
the
he
fight.
lost the fight or it's a tie. There's no way he fucking won. No, no, fuck no, hell no.
Then you don't know boxing if
See,
that's the way
Yeah,
you
I
see it.
don't.
You
I
don't know
think
what
Yeah,
you're watching. It's obvious.
yeah. So you scored at 97-92 also?
I could see that how that happened. Yeah.
wait who see.
Never mind.
I
I
think
don't
the
even
thing
gotta
is,
talk to you no more.
I was looking at Sandor, being that he's already at 140 and he already beat Mikey Garcia. I'm looking at Sandor as the A side competitor, whereas if it was the other way around, I could have been looking at Tio as the A side competitor and Sandor is the B side. See, if I thought Sandor was the B side, I would have said, okay, yeah, he's got to come forward and he's got to go win this fight.
Well,
But you know what
Sandor
I'm
was
saying?
the underdog.
Yeah, but I'm not looking at it like that. I think and
Oh, okay.
that could be, you know what I'm saying, related
He was a
to
big
how I viewed the
underdog
fight.
too, like 7-1 or some shit. So I mean, everybody else viewed him as the underdog, and then even the commentator, bro, everybody there said he lost that fight. No one there was like, "Oh shit, yeah, they did it. They did this shit right."
Yeah, people thought Loma
Andre
lost
Ward,
to
Tim
Ortiz. It was
Bradley,
just
the
hype.
motherfuckers commentating the fight.
They're shills.
ESPN
They were
Shields.
not objective. They're shills. They weren't giving
Wow.
Tio no credit for nothing, and he wasn't landing. Sandor wasn't landing shit. Look, how many
That's a
punches you
lot of
think? How many fucking punches you think
Tio
Martin
didn't even know
landed?
what punch he
How
got
many? No, no,
dropped
no.
by. He
Hey,
said it was
how
a
many
left
fucking
hand. No,
punches
it
you
wasn't. It
think
was a
Martin
check right.
landed? How do you know how many fucking punches he landed?
77.
He landed 3 in the first fucking round, dude. In the championship rounds, he threw 23 punches in the whole fucking round. Get the fuck out of here that he won. He didn't win that
So
shit. He
throwing the
lost.
punches makes you. So whoever throws the most punches means you won.
No, but you have to score.
Okay, so
He's
what the
not
fuck are you
fucking
bringing that up
scoring
for?
because you're
Yes,
trying to
he
say he
is.
lost.
He is scoring.
You not scoring. He didn't score.
And
He
then
was
they really
running.
could have.
The stats,
They
the
really
numbers
could have
don't
counted
lie.
that second drop because the second one was
He
more impressive than the
landed
first
3
one.
fucking punches in the first round. You're telling me that wins you a round?
Did I say he won? Look, you gotta listen when I speak. T.O. lost the fight, period. I'm not
How?
talking about one
How?
round.
Tell me where Sandor was beating his ass or landing clean, effective punches. You didn't see
Well, I
that
don't
because
got
it
the
didn't
fight in front
happen.
of me, so I can't
It
pause
didn't
it and
happen
show you
because
that.
you didn't see that. You didn't see that happen
I didn't see
because
him
it didn't
land there.
happen.
So what happened when he got put on his knees?
He got put on when? One time, which was probably a
I'm
slip
at
with
you.
most likely his
Now
momentum.
you remember?
One time? Was he hurt?
So you remember what I'm
When did
talking about?
Sandor ever hurt
Was
Tio?
that
When
not
did
a
Sandor
punch?
ever hurt Tio?
Or what did he do? Blow him over?
No, it was more of a slip. Probably his momentum carrying him over.
Oh my God. Okay, so he just so happened to slip the same way twice
So
with the
you're saying
same
that
punch
doesn't
landing on
happen
the
in
top of his
boxing?
head.
Things like that
So
don't
with the
happen?
same punch landing on top of his head, it's
Did
because he
Bud?
can't
Did
keep
Mean
his feet.
Machine knock
His
down Bud?
footwork is
Did Mean
fucking
Machine
shitty.
knock down Bud?
His foot.
Did Mean
Yes.
Machine knock? Why wasn't it called then?
Yes.
Why wasn't it called a knockdown?
Because of whatever the fuck the ref was feeling.
Okay, so it happens.
Okay, but this one got called, and it was a knockdown. What the fuck does that have to do with anything?
He missed the second knockdown though. He should have took the second
Yeah, he
knockdown
should
too.
have caught that second knockdown
But
too.
if
That's
they
No,
why I said
what I'm
boom
saying
was
is
more
it's a
impressive.
judgment call.
would
That
have
it
given
wasn't
the
a
fight to
clean,
Sandor
clear-cut knockdown. It was a
Man,
judgment
yes,
call.
the
He
fuck it was.
most likely slipped. It's
But that
just like
last
when you
judge,
seen
He
that judge
didn't
did
slip,
Bud
spot
go
bro.
well.
down. They called it a slip, even though we seen it was
What
a
it
punch.
is he's catching him off balance and he's busting his ass.
You could always
That's what
tell
he's
what
doing.
judge got paid. You could tell which judge got paid by the
No, it
scorecard.
was
Oh
not a
God, because
robbery. It was not
97,
fixed.
92. So
He
you really
lost the
could see this
fight
fight 97, 92.
easily.
Yeah,
Yeah,
top
I
ranked
know what
judge.
I
That's
was
a top
watching.
ranked judge.
This guy is out
I
his
mean, but
fucking
I know
mind.
what I was watching. It's clear you don't.
let's keep it
This
real
guy
though.
is
Let's
out of
keep
his
it right
mind.
now though. Let's keep it real. Tio hasn't lost the fight. He won that fight. Even though people think, some people are saying that Tio lost. Tio actually never lost the fight. Tio won that fight, bro. So
Yep.
I think we all know that.
now the problem here is, right? Is it that people are pissed off like Chavo saying that he lost the fight, bruv? Like Chavo saying that he lost the fight. Frank is saying no way did he lose the fight, right? So we got fans which are saying that Tio did lose the fight, but we got a lot of fans saying that Tio didn't lose the fight. So
That's how you know a split decision is right. That's a right call.
I mean, my thing is this: people are coming on my chat. Big shout out to my brethren, Guido in the building. He's saying that there's a lot of people hating Teofimo Lopez, rap star. So are people hating on Teofimo Lopez that they just don't like him?
Rat, all you need to know is that certain
Frank,
fighters.
answer the question, bro. Do
Yeah,
people
it's just hate.
this
It's
boy?
just like they hated on the Loma fight. They're hating on the Tio fight. They hated on the Chocolatito fight. These guys just they don't know what they're
So
watching.
they just
Where
hate
people
Teofimo Lopez.
They're just
underperform.
hating. No, it's
When
worse.
these people are
Number one, they
underperforming, it's
don't know
called
what they're
hate.
watching. They don't know what they're watching. They don't understand boxing,
If we
and
could
they
just
just
keep
have
it real, bro,
hate.
it wouldn't
They
be an
just hate
argument.
certain fighters. That's what
Look,
it is. They just
Rapstar, do
hate
you
certain
think he
fighters.
won that fight 97 to 92? Which means they only gave Sandor Martin what, 2 rounds?
Yeah, that was a bit of a not
It's
that
a
crazy.
bit.
Well,
It
then
was
you
a
need to
That
whole
was
explain
lot
not a
of
bit.
how did
bullshit.
That
Sandor
was a
win
bit.
then?
That was a bit wrong, man.
Then tell me how Sandor won.
I think
You
that
can't say
fight
that
was
either.
closer than that judge, but you can't deny that Tio was the aggressor. Tio was the man, though. Come on, Chavo. The problem is judges
But
call a fight.
non-effective aggression don't
Chavo,
get you
but what we
nowhere.
got to realize is that a man who keeps coming forward, he's initiating the fight. So I'm just going to keep it real. When you're a judge, some judges like fighters who come forward and initiate the fight. Some judges don't like a fighter who keeps going off the back foot, but not really doing too much when he's coming forward. It just
I
depends on
understand that.
judge. It does depend on a judge.
Because that's how you score a fight.
Yeah,
I,
that's how
That's
it
part of
works.
the scoring.
I understand that. The problem comes in to where, how is it that fucking wide? So you just scored his knockdown and that's it? Because you
can't win a round landing three
is
punches.
that what happened?
No, it's
So
Sanders'
you
fault.
telling me
He gave the fight
Tio won
away.
this 10-0? Or is that what you're saying? He won
No,
10-0.
I'm pretty sure you didn't watch Warrington Lopez. I'm pretty sure you didn't.
I'm just asking you a question
Because you
about
did it.
this fight.
Because you don't
I'm
know what you're
asking you about
watching.
this fight. I'm not
And
asking
I'm
you
telling
about
you, maybe if you
1933, none of
understood
that other
and watched
shit.
boxing,
We're
you would get
talking
it.
about this fight. Can we stay here? Did he win this fight 10-0?
Tell me how Sandor won the majority of the fight. Where did he win?
I'm
Where did he
just
look
asking.
spectacular?
Can
You're
you
just talking
answer the
about
question
one
with a
thing.
question like you a
You're talking
politician?
about one thing.
Just tell
You're
me.
talking about one
Did
thing,
he
the
win
knockdown.
this
That's
fight
all you keep
10-0?
referring to.
It's because
Everybody
you
who
want to
comes
say he
and
did.
says it was a Robbie, oh, he knocked him down.
It's
He
because
knocked him
you
down.
really want to say he did when you know he didn't.
What do you mean? I'm telling you, he
97,
won.
92 is fucking
So
crazy.
tell me where they were wrong. Where did Sandor just whoop his
I
ass
just
and
told
take the
you,
rounds
97,
easily?
92 was where he went fucking
Then you
wrong.
need to explain all the rounds that he won then, since you're so sure of
I already
yourself.
asked you to tell me how he won it 10-0.
And I just explained it to you.
You didn't explain
coming
shit.
forward. He was the Rapstar just told you he was the aggressor and he was landing more punches. It's right in front of your face. You just don't know what you're watching.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you probably had Ortiz beating Loma too.
Yeah, I did.
See, exactly. That's what I said. That's what I said about you guys. It's a certain people. No, it's a certain people that hate a certain other type of fighters like Loma, Canelo, and Tio. It's always these type of fans that somehow want to knock these fights. It's just strange, and it's always a coincidence.
Don't forget who get the most hate. Devin Haney get the most hate out of everybody.
Get the fuck out of here with that dude. He has business with Loma. Let him take care of that. Beating Cambosos,
I'm confused to where you think this criticism isn't warranted. By a guy, he said he was gonna knock out.
It's warranted that it's warranted that he didn't look spectacular.
What the whole
no, you're going
is.
off hype though. No, you're not watching. You're not watching the fight. You're
okay, let's
boxing.
go to the other guest now, Frank. Guido,
I guess I
what's
just
happening,
wasted an hour and a half of my
it's
life.
It's been a long time, Guido. Where you been? Guido, what's going on, bro? Guido. Guido, can you hear me, bro?
You can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, but your mic's up and down.
I know. Yes.
We can hear you a little bit. Yo, it's echo. You're echoing.
Oh, I'm gonna go back. All right.
Jason Alea, whatever. Jason in the chat. That's so right. Sandor didn't do anything spectacular. he had his moments, and T.O. wasn't impressive. Draw. No
Okay,
way
well,
he
let's talk
But it
fucking
about that,
wasn't.
wins.
Chavo. Let's talk about that.
But it
No way
Because
he
wasn't.
wins.
a lot of people are
He
saying,
won. Get over it.
a lot of people are saying, like even Ryan
Of
Garcia,
course
and
he
a lot of
won.
people are
Why they?
saying
I
that.
knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Do
Okay.
you?
If it
Okay,
was
Frank.
close,
Frank, can you see that fight being a draw at
No.
best? No.
No. T.O. won.
he just
Look,
said he mopped him 10-0.
I never said that. You're making shit up now, like you always
No,
do.
I kept asking you over and over. You was like, "Tell me how it wasn't. Tell me how it wasn't," which implies that's what you
Bro,
think.
I really believe you don't know what you're watching. I'm telling you the truth. Because you had Ortiz beating Loma. Look, man, I've heard you you don't know what you're talking about. You have biases. And you just want to see it one way for a certain
So
type
no
of
one else
people.
thought Ortiz beat Loma,
I mean,
or it
it
could have
didn't
been a
look good.
draw. Because I said either a draw or he beat. No way, Loma won. How you lose the whole first 6 rounds?
So you still hold on to Jermaine Ortiz beat Lomachenko.
Listen when I speak. He either beat him or it could have been a draw. I would have
Okay.
been fine with either
See,
or.
that's
I'm
what I
not
was telling
fine
you,
with
Rap.
him winning.
You're gonna get a certain type of fan, well, not a fanboy, a certain group. They just don't
Bro,
like the
just
other group,
explain
and
your
that's what it
fucking
is.
point. Stop going on
And it's
this
always
tangent about some
Lomachenko.
bullshit.
It's always
See, you're always gonna
Lomachenko,
get
and
hate.
it's
And
Teofimo.
stop running in the
And there's
fucking
always a
victim
connection.
Olympics
And
like
you
a
know that
bitch.
the fanboys that are connected to those two names because they built their fan base off those two names. And it's obvious. It's obvious at this point.
Well,
Why you
let's
have
How
an
is it
ask this
agenda?
obvious?
question.
Literally everybody here is saying this was not a
Not
good fight for
everybody.
Tio except for
You
you.
like to
You
do
the
that.
only one that
Everybody,
believes in
everyone.
97, 92.
It's not a
Literally,
belief. He
you're on an
won.
island by
No,
your
you're the
fucking
one with the
self.
belief. You're the one with the belief. You're talking
So you
nonsense. You're
know he
wrong.
won 97,
You're
92.
wrong. See, I don't even know. Chavo, you're wrong. It just, you can't handle it.
Okay. Everybody else on the panel, who else believes the 97, 92 judge was totally correct? Crickets, because nobody believed in shit.
It don't even
But
matter.
you're on that island by your
No, I
fucking
didn't
self. You
say it
talking
don't
about
matter about my
fanboys, take his
belief.
dick out your ass.
That's not, no, you hate, you have the hate. I don't
How is it
fanboy for
hate? And
Teal.
literally
I'm
everybody
not saying,
agrees.
no, but your dumbass want to say that even Loma lost. It's obvious you have an agenda. You guys
No,
always come in here
bro,
with
this
this
nigga keeps saying,
agenda.
I said he either lost or
No,
was
no,
a
no,
tie.
no. The
You
hate,
don't lose the first 6 rounds of a fight and you get a dub. That just don't happen.
well,
And you don't drop
keep
nothing.
crying, dude. Keep crying. All you're gonna do is keep crying.
I don't care. I'd rather him win so he can fight Devin. I'm just telling the truth. I'm not sucking no dick.
No, you want to suck dick for your fighter. That's why you hate these other guys.
What fighter
and
are
it's
you talking
obvious.
about?
All right,
There's
let me come in. What's happening, Guido? Now you good? Guido, you good now? Man, you're in the back of the stream, and can you hear me?
Yes, what's up, man? How you doing, brother?
Yeah, it's been a long time, man. How you feeling?
I'm good, man. It's been a while. I know. I haven't been around YouTube like that, Been busy with personal
Guido,
things.
man. How'd you see the boxing fans? Someone like this guy Chavo says that he lost the fight. Tio lost the fight, is what he's saying. Huh?
Hell no.
Tell
Hell
us,
no.
are you saying that a lot of people are hating? They just haters of
No, I think they overreacted because it wasn't a pretty fight. Let's be real here. It wasn't pretty, The guy was fucking running around the fucking ring. I don't know how hard it is to see that. You know what I mean? That's not mentioned. People are forgetting the body shots that Theo was doing. Did they forget about it, bro? Theo was hitting him with some good body shots. You know what I mean?
Go on, Chavo. You can rebuttal after him, Chavo. Go on. Yeah, go on, Guido.
We'll say that again?
No, go on, Guido. Carry on.
Yeah, Guido gets it.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is he was bringing the fight, right? I don't know why people think just because you boxing backwards, you automatically winning the fucking fight. I don't understand this shit, bro. What is wrong with you guys, bro? All you boxing fans. I'm calling all of y'all motherfuckers out. It doesn't take rocket science to know this shit, bro.
They're not boxing fans, bro. That's why.
What are you saying to
And
that?
hold on. And that's why I say they overreacting a little too much. Oh, Tio lost the fight. It's a robbery. What the fuck are y'all watching, bro? Like, I don't understand, bro. Like, I mean, I get it. I don't like the guy, but y'all gotta keep it real.
So let's start a
The
debate
fight,
right now, Guido. Let's start a debate because this is free smoke, rap star boxing. So this is what
That's right,
Guido's saying.
Rocco.
This is what Guido's saying, bro. If you
Yeah.
say this is a robbery, or you're saying that the other man fucking won, you a hater, motherfucker. He's saying that you a hater of Teofimo Lopez. And I know Chavo got something to say about that. Go on, Chavo.
Yeah, Chavo's whole ass had Loma
Go on,
losing.
Chavo. Chavo, you can rebuttal on that, bro. He's saying you a hating motherfucker.
Rap, there's a common trend. It's what I told you. These
Yeah,
guys
but
got an
listen,
agenda.
this guy's saying that Chavo's a hating
No, but
motherfucker.
rap, I'm telling you, it's an
There's
agenda. That's why I
Chavo
said.
right there. Look, Chavo's right there at the
Hold
bottom.
on. Give me a second. I'm doing something.
Okay, that's what I
But
want to
rap,
hear.
it's what I said. It's an
I want to
agenda.
hear that.
Don't you notice how these guys had Loma losing too? It's all the same. I've been telling you about this. It's not.
So
It
let me
doesn't
say this
change.
though. Let me say this. Do you think it's because Tio didn't impress people today that people are the ones which didn't like him anyway? They're jumping on him, like they're just
That's
trying to
exactly
put him
what it
down.
is, bro.
It's just what
You
they
think they're
smashed
just
on
trying to put
Loma.
him down because they didn't want him to win anyway?
But
They don't
Rasta,
want Tio to win anyway. Is that what you're saying?
Not to cut you off, Rasta, but this is the same thing that happened in the Nakatani fight. This is the same shit, you know? You remember when he didn't look good against Nakatani, right? People was like, he wasn't ready to fight, what's this guy name? Comey, Richard Comey, remember that? Because he didn't look too good against Nakatani? And what the Lopez did? Beat him, right? Same thing when he beat Lomachenko in the whole world didn't think he was going to beat him, and he beat him. He beat that man, you know what I'm saying? This is all hate, you know what I mean? And not only that, the ESPN also hating too, bro. Let me tell you, ESPN, shit. You already know about that rap stuff.
So at the end of the day, it's just that people don't really like Teofimo Lopez. Some people.
Yeah, that's what it is, and it's okay, you know?
This is
But
a perfect
they gotta keep it real, bro.
So this is a
So they
perfect
gotta keep it real.
opportunity. Perfect opportunity to say that he lost the fight and it's a robbery.
Yeah. Because they didn't look too spectacular, that's why. That's why they're saying that, bro. And they know you, man. Come on, bro. You know he was getting clipped. That's why he was running, you know? Everybody knows that shit. They just don't want to admit the truth, bro, you know? It is what it is, you know?
So overall, you're not impressed either, though, with the fight, no?
No.
Not impressed with Tio.
Even if it's hit and not be hit, that motherfucker didn't hit Tio more times. Like their whole argument is shit.
Hey, everybody's saying, Guido, fix your mic. It sounds too echoey. It's like so echoey right now, mic.
You don't hear me good?
Nah, your mic's fucked, bro. Your mic just keeps getting echoey. I don't know what's wrong with
that fool on a runway.
It's like you're on a runway, bro.
Fool guiding planes right now.
Yeah. No, but look, let's keep it real, man. At the end of the day, Tio did what he had to do. We're gonna go and move on in a minute. Tio did what he had to do, right? But it wasn't so impressive. So, you know, Ryan Garcia's come out, Tank Davis has come out, Devin Haney's taking a dig at him. But Tio said himself, he said, man, I don't know if I still have it, bro. He said, I still have it? Teofimo Lopez told his team he don't even know if he still got it anymore. He was second doubting himself because he wasn't impressed with his own performance, right? And Sandor Martin as well, he came out and said that I won this fight. Of course, he's going to say that. And he said that it was a robbery. And he said that Regis Prograis will fucking kill him. At the end of the day, Regis Prograis came out and said, look, all jokes aside, right? In fact, Regis came out and said, all jokes aside, I hope Tio is okay. Boxing is tough and lonely sport, and it can be toxic mentally. I think he might need some changes in his personal life. Go on, bro. Anybody want to say anything about that?
Yeah, I mean, look, it's boxing, not tennis, bro. It's physical. They're getting punched in the face. Emotions are gonna run high. I don't take what he says after a fight, right after a fight. Uh, I take it with a grain of salt. You know, I don't think he really meant that. You don't know the context or the question he was being asked. He could have been being self-deprecating. He could have been making fun of himself. You don't know the context of it.
Yeah, I hear what you mean, but at the end of the day, we've got to keep it 100 here, right? That
Yeah, and we always
mentally,
do.
look, mentally, Teofimo Lopez seems like he got to fucking sort some shit out, Frank.
You know what? But it's a fight, man. It's boxing. This is not tennis. This is not golf, bro. It's a different level. We don't know. I don't know. Maybe he does. Maybe he doesn't. I don't.
But what do you think the connection between him and his dad? It's not connecting in the ring anymore. Like
But
his dad is not able to implement the game plan, and he's always complaining at this fight now. And there was nothing really getting pushed from the father's game plan to his son, and they're saying that it's just not happening, bro. The magic's not working anymore. What do you say to that?
Well, I mean, Oscar De La Hoya used to change trainers like,
He
we
did.
change draws, and
He did.
sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Just because he changes trainer doesn't mean it's going to make a world of difference anyway. Like, we're acting like just because he does that, it's going to make him a brand new fighter. We don't know that. So you can't just say all he needs to do is this. We don't know. Maybe he was just selling, or maybe he didn't. But you can't just say it's so easy to do that, and and it's a miracle that is just going to work.
Okay, so you think he doesn't need to change his
No,
camp?
I didn't say that, Rap. I'm
No,
just saying
no.
people are overreacting when they say that, because people who say that think it's a given that it's going to work.
Right, but does he keep it the same, you think?
I think yeah. Why would he change if it's working? I mean, he's winning.
Yeah, but I mean, so at this point, people are overreacting on that as well.
Yes, man. Hey, man.
I agree with that too. I think that they overreacted, but not only that, what I also would like to see, right, for Tio, keep Rubio. You know what I mean? I think Rubio does a lot of help for his corner. I really think so. I think Senior, I don't know why Senior keeps, having him, and then the next guy who has him, he doesn't have him. You know what I'm saying? I don't think one from Steel to be consistent. You know what I'm trying to say? I just feel like he needs Rubio. I think Rubio does really help him a lot. You can see in his last fight, he looked really good against Campo. I just don't know. I don't understand that back and forth. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's the only thing I'm worried about.
Rubio's and his dad seem to have a problem nowadays. Or Tio and Rubio split up again.
I know, it just don't make sense. That's what I'm worried about it. Like, what the hell? Like, it's an ego thing, Things that make me questions, you know what I mean? I think that's bad for Tio. I think Tio needs to have an assistant coach or something, that can help him, you know what I mean? That can help him be Lomachenko too.
But we can hear you, but you sound like you're in space.
My bad, bro. Hey, this is my, I don't know what's wrong, man.
Are you on your phone?
I'm doing the best I can, bro. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I am, Rasta. Yeah.
Yeah, but look, at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, I know he sounds like he's underwater, but I hope you can understand him. Now, the main thing is, I'm going to ask you a simple question. Who should he add to the camp? What about Robert Garcia? What about Robert Garcia for you guys out there in America? Will Teofimo Lopez do good with Robert Garcia? Eddie Renasso? Who else you got out there, bro?
Well, Joe Goosen, the old familiar names, Joe Goosen, Robert Garcia. You have Buddy McGirt.
Buddy McGirt. What about Buddy McGirt? He might be good for him.
I don't know. It's hard to say, man. You never know if they're gonna listen. Number one.
Yeah, give us some names.
Joe Goosen.
I think Salas, the Cuban guy. Do you guys know Salas?
What about Salas? What about Salas, the one who trains Joe Joyce? Punk Jim. What about Sugar Hill? Guido, change your mic. It's not fucking working, mate.
Alright, bro. Damn, I'm gonna hop on. Fuck this shit then.
Then
Yeah,
why
I'm gonna have to hop on then.
they can't hear you properly. You're sounding very echoey. Why don't you try and come back on another on the link again? Could be the link.
All right.
All right, brother. But let me say this. At this point, ladies and gentlemen, it's Teofimo Lopez. Do you want him to fight Regis Prograis next? Do you think does Teofimo Lopez have a good chance against Regis Prograis next? Yes or no? Is Teofimo Lopez ready for Regis Prograis next? Yes or no?
I think that he should go for him.
Huh?
I think Teo just needs to do that. I don't think
For
he
his
should
confidence boosting.
No, I really just think for the money. I think because
No,
I don't think you should take one of these fights again.
He ain't ready. No.
No, listen, hear me out, Rap. This is what I'm saying.
Looking at the chat. Everybody looking at the chat.
It's time to, what I'm trying to say is it's time to cash out. Meaning, don't risk it against these type of guys anymore because you could get beat. If you're gonna get beat, lose to the best, you can come back. But if you lose to these type of guys, Sandor, because that's what I told you when we first talked about this.
No, yeah.
I told you, I said, you can't lose this guy. You can lose to a Regis or a Taylor, and you can come back. But you can't lose to these Martin types.
Wow, people are saying, included Guido. Everybody's saying, right now, no Regis Prograis. Right now, what Teofimo Lopez needs to do is avoid the WBC boxing sanctioning body. Do not deal with the WBC. Go in another route. Teofimo Lopez has to avoid Regis Prograis at this moment, is what it looks like and how it feels. Because at this moment, he's mentally definitely not there anyway. And in his performance, it looks like people aren't confident. At this point, Regis would be a stronger favorite. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Right now, people don't believe that he can beat Regis Prograis, bro.
But this is the conversation we had? We said he needs to look good because this is what's going to happen. Didn't we say that, Rhett? I kind of remember us talking about this same thing. I know, and I said, well, and Punch was like, no, he don't need to do it. He'll be okay. And I'm like, okay, he needs to look spectacular because I'm telling you what people think of Martin. They don't know him. And if he has a problem, they're going to say Teo's whack. I said it. That was what's going to happen. That's what's happening now. They're going to say didn't Punch actually with a straight face tell you that it won't affect him how he'll be compared to Regis? I said, no, dude, if he struggles, they're going to say Regis is going to kick his ass because there's nobody that'll give him a chance against Regis now.
Now the question comes to this. Now the question comes to this. If he's not ready for Regis, not ready for people say stay away from Taylor, NL smash that like button, bro. Everybody hit that like. NL thinks, I think Teo just not ready for the elites of 140-pound division.
Yeah, but then again, you say that in one breath. So what? You have him get beat by a lesser fighter, then his career is really over?
Huh?
Oh, so these guys are saying no, he's not ready. Well, then what would you have?
People are look. It's in the. Look. These are all Teofimo Lopez. Listen, over here when we talk to the NLs and people like Guido and people like General and that, these are Teo fans, bro. These are not people which are not going to keep it real for Teo. They're saying he's not ready, bro.
But again,
he's not ready for the elite of 140
if he's not ready,
division.
If he's not ready after this fight or his two fights, he's never going to be ready.
So you're saying Tio's got to go in the deep end now. Don't hold back. Teofimo Lopez has to get in the deep end, but
He
Tio
won't
don't
never be
think he can
ready.
go in the deep end. Teofimo Lopez post fight, shall I play it to you? He was thinking about a man who's lost twice. He's saying that he will fight even George Kambosos, and people say that he shouldn't be thinking like that right now about George because George has
I
lost
thought they
twice.
asked him about that. He didn't mention it. I could have swore they asked him about
No,
Kambosos.
he said that out his own mouth. He said, "Who would you like to fight next?" And he said, "Even George Kambosos for a rematch
And that's
if
not
he
good
comes up to
for a
140."
fighter to try and prove a point right now, who's lost twice. So I don't think Tio's ready mentally anyway. Forget about physically. He ain't ready mentally or physically for Regis. That means he's not ready for the elite. Now, I think whoever made that point, NL made that point actually. I think NL's onto something. Teofimo Lopez right now, Chavo, is he ready for the elite at 140, bro?
Definitely not. No.
Tell us
I
why.
think he even knows that. He doesn't even believe in himself. I forgot what the fuck he said. I think he said, "Do I still got it?" He said some shit. He knows that was a terrible fight that he just put on. Well, I wouldn't say terrible. It was nothing. He looked just mediocre. Like you're not. Wasn't nothing special. You was in there with a guy that didn't have the punching power as you, and you ended up getting dropped. You was in there with a guy that didn't have your youth or your speed or your explosiveness, and he still embarrassed you at times. Like you're not ready for nobody with all the things that you have, plus more boxing ability. You're not ready for somebody like that. And that is Regis Prograis. That is Josh Taylor. I think he could probably go for the IBF title. Maybe don't fuck with nobody that's like the real top dogs when we think about 140. You better just slither your way somewhere else. Because that shit there that you just did, no. No one believes unless you just a fucking TO fanboy that he's ready. Well, he's ready for the top dogs. No, he's not. He even knows. I guarantee you, he not fighting no top dog next. Guarantee you, because this shit scared the fuck out of him. Because they could
I
have lost.
disagree. I disagree.
Go on, then.
Guarantee. Okay, who you think he's fighting next?
See, if you know anything, if you even just pay attention, let's look at the two guys that we always take into comparison, right? That's the fight that's to be made. That's Devin Haney and that's Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez is the guy who's fast tracking. Teofimo already knows he's ahead, and in order for him to stay ahead, he's going to keep having to take those bigger fights. He's going to have to do it. He knows that he can't fall behind the Haneys in his mind, rather than pacing himself.
What the hell kind of
No, you just got to listen. You got to listen. Devin is the last guy at 135 to be moved. Devin is the last guy, excluding Shakur. Devin is the last guy. That Bill knows in order for him to beat Teofimo, they got to let Teofimo wear himself out. And what Teofimo is doing right now is fast tracking and wearing himself out by facing tougher competition than Devin is right now.
So how did this get on?
They're taking Loma at a perfect time compared to when Tio fought Loma.
But we're talking about T.O. right now. I don't know how the fuck you brought Devin into this. That was weird as hell.
You didn't listen to what I said.
It goes over his head, bro.
Listened to what you were saying. I don't know.
It went way past your head.
What
I got
did you
it.
say? What did you say?
This guy
you said you don't listen.
He's just a
Chavo,
Tio hater.
Chavo. Let me explain it, bro. You said you don't see Teofimo facing these top guys, right?
Yes.
I just said Teofimo's fast tracking, correct?
To who though?
He's fast tracking his own career. He already lost.
Where do you see the fast tracking?
Listen. He already lost. He lost to Kambosos. He can't fall behind.
Where do you see the fast tracking though?
He can't fall behind. If he falls
he's already behind.
No, he's not behind. He's still ahead.
How is he not behind? We're talking about if you're comparing the two,
bro.
Undisputed.
Listen.
Are you serious?
Listen.
Tio was already undisputed.
That's what I'm saying. He doesn't get it. he doesn't get it.
It goes up past these guys' heads. They're not fans of boxing.
Oh my God! If you think that's true, you're hilarious.
But ESPN just said it. What are you talking about?
Who?
ESPN just said it.
He says what
When?
fast tracking. If y'all don't get it, yo.
When
They
did
don't
they
get
say?
it, man.
Because last time I just seen world
At
champion.
this point in their career, who's been facing the tougher competition?
Well, after it was shit.
Considering the time they're facing,
right
who's
now.
been facing the thank you. That's what I mean. Tio's
Well,
most likely going to get it. He's going to get a pro grade fight before Devin even gets a big fight at 140. He's already on pace to be fighting the best guys at 140 before Devin.
Well, he got another fight, so
it's the timing. Bill's a smart dude. Bill, I see what Bill is doing, and this is what I was trying to tell. This is what I was saying to Punch, Rapstar, and everybody.
So you making up the excuse already for when Tio loses to Devin?
It's time.
He's worn out. It's the wars.
It's timing to when the fights happen, bro. Fights are about timing.
So you think about time they do fight?
You don't think
Devin will beat him? Is that what you're saying?
You don't think Pacquiao Floyd was like 5 years too late?
Yeah, but Floyd would have still beat him.
How do you know that?
What I'm telling
Pacquiao was
you,
on a knockout streak.
Yeah, but he wasn't knocking out Floyd.
That's not what he said.
Anyway, so you saying about time they meet up, Devin gonna beat him because he's been in wars?
That's exactly what it's gonna be.
Okay, as long as you know who's gonna win.
I mean, that depends. That's the
nah. Don't try to start all that shit now.
That's to be determined. I mean,
what do you mean? It's
literally
fair.
to be determined.
You don't know who's gonna win.
They're not even fighting yet.
I do know.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, because you're an idiot.
I got a crystal ball
That's
right
why.
here.
Yeah. Okay.
I got a crystal ball right here. Just
I
like
wouldn't
know,
expect
just like I
anything
know,
less.
just like I know, Josh Taylor and Regis will mop the floor with this shit. Like, bro, what the fuck was that I just watched? Rushing his work, falling over his own feet. You can't cut off the ring, so you call him a runner. That's not how this works. People said Caleb Plant was running from Canelo, but guess what Canelo can do?
Yeah, I got a question. Why
Cut off the fucking ring.
Why does everybody keep talking about his wife and kid?
Just trying to find something.
What was actually crazy was I seen this him trying to get his baby. I guess his wife was like, "Fuck that!" Like, hell no. He like, "Damn, I can't get my son."
All right, that's cool, but that's not.
I was like, "Damn, bro, I can't get his son."
Why do we keep bringing that situation into boxing? That has nothing to do with boxing.
I don't know. You actually just brought that situation
no,
up.
I see it's in the comments. They like.
I don't know. I'm not even looking at the comments.
Oh, that's a lean, I guess. He's like,
it's probably because because it was recorded like in the ring. That was the first time I ever even seen his wife and kids. Or I just watch these motherfuckers fight. I'm not in their personal life. I don't give a fuck. But that shit was weird to me. Why she wouldn't give him the baby? But I heard she's one of those.
Hey man,
one of those baby mamas.
You pick and choose them, bro. So you gotta deal with it. That's
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It sucks.
So I mean, that may be something that's affecting his mental, but you just gotta.
Even I seen a post fight with fucking I forgot who it was. I think it was Tim Bradley. Everybody behind the scenes is talking about this nigga mindset. Like he's fucked up in the head somewhere. But you can kind of see it when he's talking now. Like after it seemed like the Loma fight, he peaked, and then ever since then it's like I don't know he's talking all over the place. Like he's all over the place. Like shit don't make no sense when just turn on the camera and put him and his dad in front of it. You gonna laugh your fucking ass off because the shit they gonna say gonna make no fucking sense.
It may be the stardom, bro. The stardom might have hit him too fast. That could be it.
But is it? But maybe. How does that happen? Well, I guess because you went down real fast.
Because it's the notoriety. It's the notoriety and fame. Maybe Tio wasn't meant to win the Undisputed. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he wasn't meant to win that fight against him.
I mean, it's just boxing. It's not like it's criminal like some of these other guys. So I don't know why people go so extreme with it. It's just boxing talk. He's not talking about hitting ladies in the street and leaving scenes of crimes and flipping cars over. It's none of that shit.
He's talking about that shit.
Well, they're trying to say Tio ain't right when these other guys are okay and they're doing crimes and being in shootouts.
What?
Crazy.
Who was in a shootout?
Nah, being in the being in the vicinity of shootouts and shit.
How the fuck can you control somebody else shooting a gun? No, don't do that. I said so.
No,
You
it's the
gonna get your ass
perception,
shot.
dickhead. It's the perception.
But perception don't have nothing to do with your mindset and what comes out of your mouth.
Well, that's
and then
no, it does.
it
That's
does
what you're
involve.
saying.
Hold on, it
You're
does
trying to
involve boxing.
when it
You're
affects
trying to
your mental
speculate
has
with
a
Tio.
lot.
They say the game is 80% mental, so your mentality does matter a lot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How is what Tio saying are
So
doing any
because
worse than
it's
some of these other
affecting him. You
guys?
see
But they're
the
not
difference.
talking about those other
He was
guys.
on this high horse. We got J-Lo. We got J-Lo ass nigga. You didn't have J-Lo. And then you got your ass beat. And from there, I think it was the high off the Loma fight and the very low off the very next fight. So I think you are right about that. It was the stardom, and then they shot his shit right down.
There's gotta be.
Soon
Look,
his
man,
very
people
next
lose.
fight.
Fighters lose. It's not a
I
big
know,
deal.
but it's different when you're talking about start. When someone has that, bro, he was going. He did a world tour with these belts.
Think about it,
So did Cambosos. Some people just aren't meant to be champions like that. Just blew their head all the way up. Cambosos too. What is the king to an emperor? What?
I don't even think it's that, bro. It just may be the timing of when he won, bro. Like how old was Tio when he won?
I don't even know.
Then
he said,
I don't know. I
no,
think
this
people,
is the art of warfare. This is why I came in overweight. Shut
I
your
think
big
people
ass
take it
up.
too much into account.
Nah, matter of fact, I don't think Cambosos was really overweight. Apparently, they had moved the scale before Cambosos stepped on the scale, and so when
his ass had to strip butt ass naked down.
Nah, he only went.
But why would he say that if he
minutes.
said the art of war? What the fuck is the art of war? Like, what were you doing?
You never read the book?
No, I've never read the book.
No, that's what he was talking about. He was talking about the book.
Yeah, but what part of that is like? What was the part?
I don't know. You gotta read the book.
Right. Like I don't think there was a part of that in the book.
I mean,
I'm not sure about that.
I ain't read it. So
that's because I'm pretty sure that's a bestseller, and that shit there that you did not work.
So is it Tip Bayless? Is he still there? Tip.
That shit did not work.
Yeah, I'm in the background.
Okay, so Tip, you understood and agree with what I was saying then that Tio should just fight Regis or Taylor next then. Don't do any of these other fights, these Sandor type guys.
I was just like, as I was talking, like I was going over that shit in my head. I was like, on the table you got Cambosos. You could do a Sandor rematch, or you could take a Regis. And this is what I was talking about fast tracking. I was like,
right, because if you do these fights,
if you take
you're
those
going
two
backwards.
Fights, you're going backwards.
Exactly. That's
if you
what I
take
was.
the Regis fight, like you're going forward.
Well,
but it's really no steady pace for him. Unless Devin loses, there is no steady pace for him.
Well, and also, why risk it? It's like if you're gonna go out with
what
the
has
bang.
to happen is you gotta put Devin in a position where he has to take a fight that's 50-50 and he could possibly lose. And I think that's why.
Well, that's what they say this Loma fight is.
Yeah, that's why I think Bob Arum made the Lomachenko fight. Because now with that, you even the playing field. So,
and to be real, there's nobody at the weight class at 135 that was there. None of these motherfuckers were fighting each other. Tio didn't fight none of these niggas. They all wanted one person, Loma, except for Ryan. Ryan and
Tank Davis didn't want him either.
Exactly, Ryan and Tank. But you see what I mean? Nobody wanted each other. So we can't be like, because anybody else they fight, they're smashing. Let's just keep it honest. Anybody else, they whooping. Loma, and people talk about Loma's resume. His resume at 135 is also shit. If Devin fought any of those people he fought, they'll be like, oh, another fight where Devin's gonna win. Another fight, because Devin could smash anybody on his fucking record.
I disagree, bro, because Tank was fighting to get out of his contract to have these fights made. And guess what he did? First thing when he got out of his contract, he got what he get? He got Ryan Garcia.
I'm not sure if that's all the way true, because I heard him on. I used to believe that same shit. I used to be like, man, it's him holding him back, because he has the skill to do it. Like the skill to do it, like literally 50-50.
Making the fights is Mayweather.
But hold on, he said on it's a podcast called $1 Million Worth of Game he was on, and he asked him like, can you like he asked him basically about the big fights. He was like, can you go and request a fight? He was like, yeah, like he was like, I can just call Floyd and request a fight. He was like, have you ever like called like any of these fights? Like he was like, no. I was like, damn, dog, nigga broke my heart. I was like, fuck, now I can't even root. I ain't gonna lie for I ain't dick sucking nobody.
He gonna tell you.
I love Tank, but I'm not finna. No, bro, I don't like that shit.
He gonna tell you one thing and then he gonna say another, bro. We see it on Twitter all the time.
Yep.
You know I don't doubt that Tank one of these fights, bro. I mean, he
but
got
people gonna stop.
ASAP.
Soon as Devin beat the shit out of Loma, bad. It's gonna be bad, bro.
I don't think that.
As soon as he do that, I think it's gonna be just like all the rest of his fights.
I ain't gonna lie though. I think the
9-3.
I think the Shakur fight is tougher than the Loma right now.
Duh, because Shakur's a better fighter. Sure. But he's not gonna get the same recognition. For some reason, Loma is some type of Jesus to these people. I think so as soon as he whoop him,
Loma's a smaller guy coming. Loma's a smaller guy coming up against a Tank.
But no one says that about Tank. And Tank's smaller than Loma, so I don't want to hear this smaller shit.
But the X factor between Tank and Loma is the power. So nobody.
Yeah, but why are we talking about? What does that matter then about his size then? Just say he don't have enough power. If that's the X factor, if the X factor not the size, then talk about the X factor. Because it's littler motherfuckers than him going up to 140. Put motherfuckers on their knees. So I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear he old. I don't want to hear he has a lot of fights under his belt because he don't. I don't want to hear none of that shit. Give him his credit. Because the fight getting closer now, it's like, oh, let's start making excuses, piling them up together to just drop him as soon as he lose. No, motherfucker. Give him that credit.
I mean, that's for the people who don't want to look at certain shit before the fight even happens.
What you mean?
Like how I'm saying it right now. Like I'm telling you what I see. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, well, what's the difference maker in the fight before the fight is even made? Like right now,
I didn't hear what you said the last fight.
No, I'm saying beforehand. I already know Loma's too small, or Loma doesn't have the power. Even to just like balance out.
Yeah, and then I also just think Devin's a better boxer.
Anyway, let's keep it moving. What you saying, Mike?
Fuck.
Mike, how's it going, bro?
Yo, man.
How you doing, Mike? What do you feel about today's fights? Today's fight
man.
with Teofimo Lopez versus Sandor.
Man, I thought it was atrocious, man. I thought that it looked like the same exact fighter who lost to Kambosos. The same exact style, same lack of making adjustments. Made no adjustments. He's had the same aggressive style. He looked dumb all night. He was getting hit with that counter. Did you hear that? See that guy hitting with that right hand counter every time he came in there?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he said it was a lift. I was like, what?
Yeah, no, it was clearly a right too. He looked even dumber up there saying that shit.
Yeah.
But I thought he lost the fight. I mean that's just my honest.
Well, you thought he lost the fight as well.
Yeah, I mean I think he got knocked down twice. They didn't call the second one, but if I'm being completely honest, I think he lost.
Wow, Mike.
But I worry about his career, man. I don't know what's in store for him. I just feel like maybe he's his mental issues are gonna prevent him from going any further. I just don't see him beating anyone anyone noteworthy at this point. Like, who's he gonna beat?
Who's he gonna fight next? Who would you like to see him fight next?
I mean, I don't even know if I want to see him fight like right now. Like, I think he needs to take some time off.
Wow. So
I just think he needs to go dark.
So, Mike, basically what you're saying is basically what Chavo's saying, that he's limited and he ain't gonna do nothing at this weight category. Like, you don't think he's gonna be a champion?
I mean, if he's fighting the way that he fought tonight. I mean, that's that aggressive, head hunting shit that he was doing. He looks like a guy who's just in there looking to knock the guy out as quickly as possible, just the same way he did in the Kambosos fight, and it was the same result. Like basically, it was kind of the same. I mean, the fights looked very similar. Like he was getting tagged with counters, he was getting knocked down. I mean, he can't go in there fighting like that. That's not the same guy that fought Lomachenko. The guy who fought Lomachenko had a game plan. This guy just was going in there looking to take heads off.
Somebody say Kambosos ruined him, and I think that's true.
I mean, like maybe like it could be.
Because that happens to fighters sometimes. Like look at AJ. I think he's kind of ruined now.
So should he fight Kambosos to get it out of his demons?
I mean,
What about but Mike?
I think that's the only fight we would accept besides a big fight of him taking without being clowned on.
George Kambosos, Teofimo Lopez, Part 2, 140. No excuses. If he listen, if anyhow, I'm gonna say it. No, this is keeping it real. If he struggles with Kambosos again.
Right,
it's over for Teo. It's over
because he's going up to 140.
It's over.
If we talking about people being too small, he is too small for 140.
Yeah,
dude.
If he goes up to 140 and still beats, and like if he beats him or he struggles with him, he's just got him. He got his number, bro.
Dude, I think we'll see the same thing, man. Because the way he fought tonight was the same way that he fought. Same way he fought Kambosos. So if they fight again. Like, it's probably going to look pretty similar. I mean, maybe he'll win. He might win. Maybe he could beat Kambosos, especially if it's at 140. But he's not going to easily beat him. He's not going to look like Devin Haney did against him.
Yeah. Because his style is perfectly matched for Kambosos.
Yeah.
He has quicker hands than Teo. He doesn't have the power, but you see, Teo doesn't have his feet aren't placed correctly. As soon as you just hit, boom, he going to fall on his ass.
Yeah, he's off balance and shit.
Yeah, he gonna put him down again.
No way. Kambosos,
yeah, I think he would.
That'll be fucked up for Teo, bro. Teo won't be able to.
He'll be able to come back outside. And it's he's putting this pressure also on himself. I also think it's the pressure getting to him. Like goddamn, rap star, this picture you got his nose. Fuck.
Yeah, no, right.
That boy got a schnauzer. But I think it's this pressure on him. Like, and he also put it on himself. Like, just talking all this shit. Like, it's so many videos of this man that they put up. Like, I thought he was gonna go in there and try to. Well, he did try to. I thought he was gonna go in there and probably watch him. I had Teo before the fight started. I knew Martin would box good, but I thought Teo would be able to end up getting him out of there later. Not a chance. That's not what happened at all.
Well,
the only bleeding he was doing was from that. He probably hit him with that fucking nose.
Well, let's go to Terence Crawford now, because while I went away, I was watching the Crawford fight, and I just watched the Crawford fight. Yeah, you know, at the end of the day, Crawford did his thing. Crawford did his thing, and Crawford knocked out David AVANESYAN with a hard left and a right on the 6th round. And far as I'm concerned, yeah, in the first few rounds, Crawford was downloading data. The fight was back and forth, but Crawford had the fight in his pocket. He only hardly lost one round. And Crawford was, you know, even when those exchanges, Crawford, yeah, he's, you know, it looked like that guy David was getting some punches off, but Crawford was getting the better shots off. And to be fair, Crawford put on a good performance, man. 6th round knockout.
But what do we expect, man, in that fight? Yeah. Like, to be honest with you,
it was a cherry
fight. That's exactly what I said. I was like, man, it's like it's nothing special. Who didn't think that would happen?
Yeah.
I mean, he's so much better. Dude, he's much better, man. He's much better than that guy. I mean, we all knew that he was much better. He needs to fight. If he's not fighting Errol Spence or one of the younger two guys, what Boots or the other dude, from fucking.
But nobody bought the pay-per-view, did they, Mike?
I mean, I sure as shit didn't buy it. I'll tell you that much.
So you didn't buy it, Chavo? Did you buy it?
Hell no.
You didn't.
I didn't even really watch it. I watched like 2 seconds of it.
No, did anybody in here buy the pay-per-view? I want to know, did anybody out of 60 people in here now? There is 60 people in the building. Did anybody out of 60 people buy the pay-per-view? Please, can you say yes or no? Because I don't see anyone. Hey, Chavo, do you think this pay-per-view was a flop?
I'm betting it was, but I don't think the BLK was expecting to have this for them to see a ROI, for them to see any type of return. They just want this to get their name out there, because there was be no way you'll pay Terrence Crawford $10 million if you thought you was gonna receive any type of return on your investment. So I think this was just to get their name out there. They're throwing like new money like Stan did. These are what these promotional companies do when they first come out. So it is what it is. And I'm pretty sure Crawford don't give a fuck because he already got his money.
Yeah, but basically this fight, nobody seems to buy the pay-per-view. Damn, watched it on a pirate. Nah, no thanks. No.
I don't even give a damn about the pay-per-view because it ain't gonna do shit for me. Like,
but anyway,
you can't even use it to talk shit about him because he still got paid.
Did you watch the fight?
A little bit. I didn't watch it all because it's like I know what's gonna happen.
Crawford stopped him, bro. 6th round, heavy knockout.
Yeah, I seen the knockout.
Yeah, but you knew what was gonna happen. People think they all felt this was gonna happen. No, there was no way David AVANESYAN was gonna really do much to Crawford. But this is what happened. Crawford beat the guy. It is what it is. And anybody watch Jarrett Boot Anderson? Did you watch Jarrett Boot Anderson? Did anybody watch that?
I forgot he was fighting.
I didn't know he was fighting either.
At that time.
Yeah, he was fighting too.
How did he do?
Fuck, I gotta watch that shit.
He got a 2nd round knockout.
If I can find it.
Yeah, man. These guys, they're fighting people. They're too good to fight. These guys are getting 1st round knockouts, 2nd round knockouts. We need to see these guys against better competition, man.
That Jared Big Baby Anderson.
Oh man. He's a beast, man. He's a beast.
Was like, he
what about that guy? IBF title. We lost. Josh Warrington lost his IBF title today. He lost.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
I didn't watch that fight.
Yeah, go on,
I'm saying Big Baby needs to be put on the fast track because man, I know he only got what is that like his 10th or 11th fight he just fought? Probably his 10th.
I think it was his 12th fight.
12th fight. So I'm like, man, this guy like fuck. I don't want to like rush him, but I'm like, your levels above, like, bro, you could really fight some of these top guys.
Yeah, the guy that he fought tonight, the guy who he stopped, that guy hadn't been stopped in 9 years.
Yeah, he went the distance with a couple of people too. A couple of like the top guys. I forgot who he went the distance with recently.
But he basically got knocked out in the 1st round. Like he was lucky.
Yeah, he was already not. That's a tough motherfucker, though. I will say that.
Yeah, definitely.
He was on his feet still. Like
he was still throwing punches, man. He was throwing punches back actually and landing a couple. He landed a couple of shots. I mean, he was getting his ass kicked, but I couldn't believe he was even firing back at that point.
Yeah. Then the ref was just looking for a moment to try to stop it. The doctor was coming up and shit. So yeah, he was just looking for a moment to stop it.
Yeah,
but
man, that guy was
ass whooping.
Yeah, he was taking repeated blows, man.
He's a small guy trapped in a big guy's body. He's gonna be able to do, bro. This guy's he's gonna be our next American heavyweight.
Yeah, it's gonna be good to see. Well, it'll be interesting to see what he does against some of the top guys in the division, because who knows? Like, I mean, we never know what might happen.
It seemed like it's harder to get these guys to fight though at heavyweight.
Yeah, he'll never get. I mean, it'll be years probably before he gets a fight with anyone notable up there.
But he's consistent though, which I like it. I don't know if it's because that can't be the case because even some of these other guys, it's hard to get to keep Boots in there against low level competition. It's hard to see Boots fight, But Jared Anderson's like always fighting.
Yeah, so it was something like he had like 4 second round knockouts in a row or something like that.
Yeah, this guy don't go on long. And I think the guy he knocked out in the latest was I think he was like some big ass Russian dude, like big ass dude. He
Yeah,
still put his ass down though.
he hits hard. He's a big puncher too. You could tell that
Yeah.
those punches hurt too when he hits those good dudes. I want to
They
see him
coming
against a
quick.
guy like I'd love to see him against fight like someone like I know he's retired now. I was thinking someone like Povetkin. I want to see just someone who's like mid level, kind of. But
Yeah.
Povetkin's retired.
Fuck it, put him in there with Joe Joyce.
Joe Joyce,
I
yeah,
want to see
that would be a fight. Who knows how that would turn out?
Yeah, I just want to see. That's what I'm saying. Fuck it. I think he's one of the guys you could fast track him. I don't think he needs to go like to see. I don't think I need to see him against somebody like a mid-level person and then shoot him up there. But I'm kind of nervous for him though because it's heavyweight, dog. It's a different,
And he hasn't been. I don't even think he hasn't been the. Is he gone the distance yet in any fight?
No, he's never been all KOs on his
So
record.
he needs to have a couple of fights where he goes the distance and gets used to going into deep waters. Because otherwise, some of those guys that are veterans are gonna be tough to fight if his body's not used to going 12 rounds.
Yeah, because they'll just avoid him, keep making him work, and then about the 8th round, he tired than a motherfucker, and then they'll press him. But I don't know if he'll. Shit, I don't know who could. That's why I don't know.
When you want on
I
there,
don't know who
Frank.
could fight that.
Oh, yeah. With Jared Anderson, yeah, I agree with Mike. He's a couple years away. Like you're talking at least a year before he steps up. He ate some clean shots. But is that Mike? Mike.
Mike. Yeah, that was Mike from Boston. But
Is Mike still around? I wanted to ask him something.
I don't know. He left. Why?
Oh, he bounced. Oh.
Why? What was it you wanted to ask?
Well, he said he thought Teo lost, and I wanted to ask him how he felt that Teo lost.
Yeah, Mike, come back to rebuttal if you're here, Mike.
Because again, my only question to people that say that is like where you realize Teo outlanded him in every category, right?
Tell them.
Power shots.
Tell them.
Power shots, punches. He outworked them. We ever heard that term? You got outworked. Sandor got outworked. Period. I mean, it wasn't by a wide margin, but I don't know how you can give a guy. It's like you just want to give a guy a fight. You want to say, "Oh, Teo looked bad, so he lost." That's all I'm hearing. I don't hear any actual what Sandor did besides the knockdown.
So you can't see a draw either. Because I'm thinking you're giving him the fight by saying.
Yeah, no, look, it was close. It was close. I wouldn't get on here and say anything less that it wasn't close, that Teo dominated. I'm just saying there were a lot of rounds you just couldn't give to Sandor if you're scoring the fight how you're watching it. Teo dominated every meaningful category, and beside the knockdown.
Who landed the more body punches?
Teo.
Well, that all counts, doesn't it?
He landed the more power shots, body shots, whatever category you want to go. I think maybe jabs he might have not. I have to look again. But Sandor did not do anything more than Teo except the knockdown. That's why it's like, how are you giving him rounds if he's literally not landing punches? He threw 21 in one round. You look at a Lopez Warrington fight, they threw 21 in the first freaking 10 seconds. They were throwing 100 of punches around. You want to win a round? You want to win a fight? Throw punches. Let your hands go. How often do we talk about that? He didn't let his hands go. That's why it's like, even just based off the stats, I don't even say stats can be deceiving, but you got to be able to tell me how Sandor won and scored running. Because
I think it's footwork, honestly.
I wanted to ask Mike because I think he knows boxing.
Isn't this what Teo did in his last fight with Pedraza? He fought off the back foot.
Teo's a counterpuncher. Yeah, he's a counterpuncher.
Teo didn't fight Pedraza.
But whatever the fuck that guy's name.
Campa.
Yeah, Campa.
One thing I will say, like the Ortiz and Loma fight, the reason people thought Ortiz won is because he was letting his hands go. he was actually throwing punches and coming forward until Loma started to turn it up and but he was missing a lot of punches. So I could even understand someone saying Ortiz looked better, but he was actually letting his hands go. He just didn't have the skill to close the gap.
He had the skill. He just didn't have to win. That was his first 12
Well,
round fight.
yeah, but at least he was letting his hands go. I mean, I can have more respect than for a guy that at least is trying to win the fight and take it to.
He just, I don't think that's just not him though. That's just not his fighting style. He doesn't throw 100 punches around. Neither does Terrence Crawford. But it doesn't bite Terrence Crawford in the ass because what has he got? Like, what is it? 11 knockouts now.
Well, but it does. Even in the Porter fight, his own corner had to come to him, or somebody in the corner went up to him and said, "Hey, you're losing the fight." He thought he was comfortably winning.
Everyone literally thought Sandor was winning. Even T.O.'s dad thought he was winning.
There's just no possible way.
Everyone except for those two judges.
But how? How if he wasn't landing? He wasn't landing.
I don't know.
Shit.
You would have to ask his dad.
But I'm asking you because you felt that way.
Because
and Mike
he
felt
was
that way.
landing punches.
But he didn't.
How you think he got dropped twice?
One. It could have been a slip either way.
Okay, it could have been a slip, but he got punched and then he slipped in. Because he definitely got hit. He was definitely punched. So we call it a punch slip or a knockdown. Whichever or you want to call it.
And again, Sandor, he made it look ugly.
It just shows you the level
it was
of
close.
His boxing ability. He kept calm in the storm. That's what you're supposed to do when you're with a heavier puncher. They start to throw combinations. You don't want to sit in there with your chin in the fucking air. You punch, move out the way. You check hook, move out the way. Jab, keep moving your fucking feet. People want to see him get knocked out. That's why they're like, why don't you just stand there and take the punches? What the fuck? How are we talking about boxing?
Well, no, I mean,
call Mayweather a runner every time. Can you point to a fight where he ran somebody?
No, there's people that have that style they run. It's just a style. They don't want to engage.
So you think so Mayweather was a runner? You one of those people that say that?
In certain fights, yeah.
Lord Jesus.
He definitely ran it in the second Castillo fight. The first one, no, he didn't run, but he made sure he was on his bike for the second one, and especially the Maidana fight. The first one, he
beat Castillo's ass.
In the second one, no.
How you beat somebody's ass and you running?
He literally ran that entire fight.
No, he didn't.
Go watch it.
When was the last time you seen that fight?
I watched it plenty of times.
2 weeks ago.
I'm talking about the second one.
Me too.
Okay, he ran for his life. He did not stand and trade like the first one.
He ran from Canelo too. He beat his ass too.
No, I wouldn't say he ran from Canelo. I mean, he didn't necessarily trade with them. I mean, I don't expect.
That's what I'm saying. What are we talking about? This is boxing. You don't trade with people.
No, but you have to score.
That's rock'em sock'em.
No.
If you want to see that shit, go out on the streets.
No. See, you are misrepresenting. No. Because you're misrepresenting boxing when you say stupid, ignorant shit like it's not rock'em sock'em robots. No, but you do need to hurt the other person. You need to establish that you are hurting that person. That's why it's boxing and not fencing. They're not playing tag. I can't just slap you 100 times and win. You have to land meaningful, hard punches. That's why it's boxing and not fencing. That's why it's not a point system. That's why you don't score for just landing.
If I land 50 punches in a round, and you land 2 meaningful punches, who do you think that round goes to?
Again, that's what you have the criteria in the judging. But I can give a guy around if he wobbles the dude.
What would you do?
But I'm not looking at punches. I'm not looking at just how many punches are thrown or landed.
You just made a statement. Who would you get that round to?
No, you're making up something. I'm trying to explain it to you.
Oh my God! So we all know what that answer means because he don't want to answer. That means he's giving them.
I'm explaining as being a judge, not just answering yes or no.
No matter
if you're
how
a judge,
hard or ooh. So you basically say if you don't got power, you can't.
Judging, hey, shithead, when you're judging, it's not yes or no. You're trying to weigh, okay, well, how am I going to weigh this? It's not yes or no. That's why I'm judging.
Yes or no. Did he run
oh my God. You're an idiot.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Something to you. Okay, if you listen.
You're trying to explain something that don't make sense.
No, judging is not yes or no.
It's yes or no. Did he win the round?
Why? why is it a scale? If you know the symbol of the chords, it's a scale. Why is it a
Lord
scale?
Jesus.
It's not black and white. It's because there's things you need to explain. You need to formulate your argument and weigh things, right? That's why there's
This
scales.
motherfucker sound like
Because
Mauricio Suleiman explaining why that judge cheated the Pacquiao fight. See, it wasn't exactly cheating.
no, you just want to try
It
to
wasn't
simplify something
exactly
that has
cheating.
different, aspects to it. There's multiple ways to see a fight. That's why no judges are going to see the same fight. It doesn't mean it's a robbery. It means they have different views. Some
Man,
sees
we know
things the other
Clubhouse,
doesn't.
man. And we know it's been robberies. We know it's be blatant robberies, and they won't give a fuck. Look at you like, oh well.
No, but I'm explaining that how you win a
How they
round,
be
how you
robbing
win a
people.
fight. No, you're trying to say that Sandor won, and I'm explaining he didn't win it.
Bro,
He didn't go
how
out
many
there and
times
win
you
the
gonna
fight.
say that false ass shit? When did you ever hear me say that?
You said he lost. You said Tio lost.
Tio either lost or it's a draw. No way he wins. Once again, I have to say it, repeat myself again.
And
No way he
again, that's why I'm
won.
always gonna say,
It
how
was either
can
lost
Sandor?
or a draw.
So
But
how
you
did
said it
Sandor
was
win?
super close. So you said it could be a draw also.
No, I mean I could, what I'm saying is if you
But
listen.
you could see a draw.
No.
Say it.
You're trying to
Say it. You
pigeonhole me.
already
No, you're
said it.
trying to pigeonhole me. You're trying to pigeonhole me. And I'm not
I'm
gonna
not
get
trying to
pigeonholed by
pigeonhole
anybody.
you to nothing.
You are. You're trying
If
to
you
tie me
feel
to
like
an
that, feel
answer.
like that. Damn,
No,
Tio ain't
I'm
gonna whip your
explaining
ass.
to you that I could see how maybe people who have feel a certain way could possibly think it was a draw, but there's no way they can explain it. Like I could
Okay,
feel a
how do
certain
people
way
feel it was a draw? But and
because it
can
was
you explain it?
close. Because it was close. Because they didn't really see anybody get hurt. They didn't see anybody nobody really dominated any of the single rounds. Sandor was
So
moving
you're
pretty well.
explaining why it was a draw.
No, I'm explaining how I could understand how someone could think that way. I'm explaining how someone could probably possibly feel or think that way, but it's not necessarily true. And the score and the
So who
judges and him winning
dominated
the
then?
fight.
So let's go down the points you just said. You said no one really got hurt, no one dominated. So who got hurt and who dominated? So since these things aren't true.
Nobody really got hurt or rattled or shook. They were close competitive rounds, but I think Tio just outworked them.
So
he landed
no
more
one
punches.
dominated. So these things are true.
What are you trying to say is true?
What you just said. You said these are what they could feel. These points.
Do you have a
gave
mind
the
of your
statements.
own? No, do you have a mind of your
You
own?
just
You're just
you
trying
just
to
hold on.
pigeonhole me. You have no original
You
thoughts of
just
your own.
said.
No,
You
you're just
just
trying to
said
go
these
off what I
statements,
said.
bro. Now
Why
don't
don't
try
you
to. No,
formulate
you're
an opinion on
pigeonholing me.
your
You're
own?
pigeonholing. No, motherfucker, I'm holding you to
Well,
what
why
you
don't you
said. I'm
formulate?
holding you accountable for your words.
Why don't you formulate your own opinion and tell me what you
I
think? Don't
already
try to say what
did,
I
and I
said or
keep having
didn't
to
say.
repeat it, and you keep just trying to put shit in my mouth.
No,
No,
you
you
keep trying
said
to
that.
say,
You
"Oh, me
said
to something."
Sandor won. He could have.
All you're
I
doing
would
is
have been
playing
mad
on
if they gave him
words.
the nod.
Right, and I could understand or see that since the rounds were, fairly close and
Non-effective
competitive.
aggression doesn't do. Where did his aggression affect Sandor?
Well,
Besides
where did
him
Sandor
hitting
win the
him with
fight?
that long
That's
ass
what
schnauzer.
Then where did Sandor win the fight?
Sandor won the fight with his boxing abilities.
Based on what? He wasn't landing. I told you, Tio
Somebody that got
dominated.
dropped twice. It's crazy how you come
No,
on here
he
and say
only fell once. So you have to stop that. You see, you want to hold on to some
now we switched it to a
imaginary. Well, he
fall.
got dropped twice, so he lost.
My God, bro, this shit is hilarious, dude.
But
It's
they
all
judge
right,
and
bro. We
score
just never gonna
not based
agree.
on
I'm
feelings;
not
they
gonna lip
base it
box
on
with you, bro.
criteria.
We just never gonna agree, bro. I'm not gonna lip box with
Well,
you.
no,
Bro.
you're
Now you
wrong,
fucking fail.
and I'm right. That's the difference. You're wrong, and I'm right, and that's why you're on the losing side. And that's why you're
What
siding with the
losing
loser.
side? What side am I losing?
You believe the guy who lost won.
I didn't fight, motherfucker.
But
Are
you're
you crazy?
siding with the
You
guy
think
who
you?
lost.
Oh damn, bro! You are this delusional. You think you fight every time Tio go to fight? Do you put on?
What are you talking about? When did I say that I was some
you
huge
put on
fanboy?
your boxing
You must
gloves
never.
and your
You must
little,
never
your,
heard me talk before. All you have to do is ask Rap. He'll tell you what I think.
you be in your
He's
living
heard me
room
talk
sweating
about
hard
this.
as fuck, throwing punches. Get him, Tio. Get him. Get him.
Nah,
Throwing jabs.
you're
You
imagining
gotta use
things,
the
bro.
jab. You
I think
move your
you're a
feet.
drug addict. You sound like a
When he
drug
get
addict,
dropped, you
bro.
go on the ground too, like, oh fuck.
I think your mom smoked crack when she had you.
You trying
I
to
think you're a
pick
crack
yourself
baby.
up and shit.
You're a crack baby, Chavo. It's clearly obvious.
Yeah, this nigga crazy, bro.
No,
You said you're
Chavo
on
is
the
a crack
losing
baby.
side. What side, bro?
Chavo,
What are you talking about?
that's the drugs in your system talking. You don't know what you're talking about. You're only laughing. You're the only one laughing.
Yo, this
You're
guy
not
is
you're not
fucking
as funny as you
crazy,
think
son.
you are.
Oh my
Sorry,
god.
Chavo. You're not that funny.
This guy is fucking crazy.
No, but I'm just keeping it boxing, bro. I'm just telling you what I think. That's what I think. I mean, and if you have something different, then just tell me. It's like you're just trying to hold my words against me, and it's not working.
Bro, I already told you 38 times. I'm not finna keep fucking repeating myself and going around.
But you still haven't said how Sandor won, and I just explained to you he didn't land. He was running. He didn't meet any of the criteria.
I'm not gonna keep explaining myself, bro.
Why did he lose
Like
all
I
the
said,
meaningful categories?
It's never gonna
Well,
come
okay,
to.
then just answer me that. How did he win the fight if he lost every meaningful punch category?
What?
How did he win the fight if he lost every meaningful punch category?
I've never seen the whatever the fuck you talking about.
The punch stats, right?
Yeah.
Okay, get it together. You claim to know this boxing, but yet you don't. So you're failing
I
too.
didn't check the punch
Because
stats.
you're a failure. You don't do your homework. You just want to yap.
I know you felt
and
like you
pretend
went
to
to
know.
war today with T.O. in the ring.
No, I know
That's
what I
all
saw,
right,
and that's
I
why I
know.
said, I know Sandor
I
didn't
know you
win.
felt like you went to war today.
Nah, Chavo, you're just a crack baby. You're imagining things now.
Yeah, whatever.
But look, bro.
Bro,
Yeah,
I'll
he
tell
didn't
you
look
what,
good
man.
though.
I'll tell you what, though, guys. At the
He
end of the
said he
day,
looked good.
I said he didn't, dickhead.
well, look,
Oh,
overall, though,
fucking say, boy.
Nah, that's why
overall,
I don't
though,
cap. I'm not gonna sit here and say he was spectacular and look good.
like you
No,
guys
you was
keep
one of
saying
the
that he's
motherfuckers that
not.
said Loma looked good.
I thought Loma looked decent. He had his moments. He landed the harder shots. What was it, Rap? My bad.
No, I said you guys go. You guys keep going. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
He did not land the hardest shots in that fight.
Yeah, Loma was catching Ortiz clean. I didn't see Ortiz really hurt Loma at all. I didn't really see him rock him, wobble him, or shake him.
You can see Loma's face after, and I'll tell the truth.
It's a boxing match, dickhead. It's gonna, you're
Yeah,
getting
but if
hit.
you're talking about who landed the hardest shots, look at both their face.
Well, when I watched it, it looked like Loma was landing the cleaner, harder punches, and that's why he won the fight.
Well, watch the post-fight interview.
Look, man, see,
And
like I
look at
said,
both their
it's
faces.
obvious you feel a certain way, and that's why you're always on the losing end. You're picking the losers because you feel a certain way. I don't feel one way for Tio. I don't feel one way for Loma. I'm just telling you what I'm watching.
Okay. Well, he looks spectacular to you.
And when did I say that?
And he's gonna beat Devin, right? Because he was so spectacular.
Who's gonna beat Devin? Loma?
Yeah.
I still don't know if Hanky even takes the fight. I doubt he does.
Okay.
My prediction, and I had said
Bob
this
Arum
even
said
before.
it's almost done.
I know, but don't be
he did say it's
surprised
done.
if he comes up with an injury or something. Don't be surprised if Devin has to postpone it. Something's gonna happen.
So when has he ever did that?
I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just speculating.
So you don't know, or has he never done it before?
I don't know.
Has he
Something
ever
tells me.
pulled out of a fight? No.
Look, man.
I know who has though. Tio.
Well, we're not even
I know
talking
who
about him.
has postponed a fight. Tio.
For what reason?
Let's keep it honest.
And what that means, what?
You trying to put all these narratives on somebody that has never shown this type of character.
No, I didn't put anything. I'm just telling you what I think.
You just said, I don't think he takes it. Don't be surprised if he come up with an injury or have to postpone it. Or
that's what I think.
That don't even make no sense. Why would he postpone something that he can't even postpone? He
What
has
are you talking
limited
about?
time
Guys
at this
get
weight. He got to get it done now.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, don't be surprised. I'm not saying it's a given. I'm just saying, don't be surprised if something happens and he has to pull out of the fight.
It just sounds like some hating shit.
Well,
so anyway,
if it happens, then you need to kiss my ass.
Yeah, that's right. I just need you to pull them little panties down, shorty.
Just remember, who told you.
Here's the thing.
Because when it happens, you're gonna be like, damn, you're gonna really hate me.
Yeah, I just want you to pull them little panties down. Like I said, I'll kiss it.
Okay, those were your moms, though. You know, she wanted to give them to me. Said that you were a present from you. But it's all good.
Bro, that was
I
literally
don't
the
mind.
worst comeback ever.
Hey, so I don't care. You know, that's what she like. She
Yo,
a freaky
that
hoe.
was
Your mom is
literally
a freaky ass
the
bitch.
gayest, worst comeback I've ever
Nah,
fucking
hey,
heard. I don't
your
think you're
mom's
used to
a
this type of
freak.
banter.
Your
Cause
mom's a
that shit
freak.
was fucking gay.
What?
You gonna take off your panties and you gonna say, "Yeah, I
They're
got them
from
from
your
my
mom.
mom,
Yeah,
though."
they were your mom's. That's what she like. She's a
Yo,
weird.
she like a cross-dressing nigga
She like to suck. You know, suck it for crack. Your mom's a crack
with
whore.
a
Sorry to
panty
break
with
it
your
to you.
little panties on.
Your mom's a crack whore,
She
Chavo.
like the she
I
like
hope
yeah
you
she
know.
like dyke bitches. She like dyke bitches because she's
Your
gay.
mom's a
So she
crack
like
whore.
niggas in panties too.
Look, man, you're the one saying weird shit, not me. I was keeping it boxing. You
You
want to take it
literally
left.
said the most weirdest shit I've ever heard.
Because
That
you're a
shit was
crackhead,
mad
Chavo.
weird.
You're a crack baby. It's
That's
about time you knew
I'm
the
a
truth.
crackhead, so you wearing
It's
panties?
about, no, you took it left, man.
You wearing panties because I'm a
Nah,
crackhead?
Chavo.
What kind of comebacks are these, bro?
Nah,
Let's just
Chavo.
keep it boxing
I'm
because you
telling you,
suck
your
at
mom's a
this.
crack whore. It's about time you learn the truth.
You suck at this shit,
Your
fool.
mom's a
Just
crack
keep it
whore.
boxing,
I
bro.
don't need to suck. I tell the truth. Your mom's a crack
You
whore.
you fucking
Your
suck, bro.
mom
That
is a
shit
crack
was
whore.
gay.
No, what's
That
gay
shit.
is your mom
Nigga, you gay in my Riley voice.
sucking dick for
Nigga,
crack.
you
That's
gay.
what's gay.
Bro, that nigga said, yeah, I took them panties off because they were your mom's. What?
They were. Your mom
What?
will do anything for
What are you
a
talking about?
$5 hit. Your mom does anything for crack, bro.
Oh my god! And apparently, you do anything for a pair of panties.
Nah, bro. Nah, I don't know. Your
That was
mom's
just
just
a
weird like
special
that.
occasion. You putting the panties on.
Nah, man, she was trying to offer you. She was like, you can have my son. So I don't want that little crackhead, ugly motherfucker. I don't want that little
So
piece of
where did
shit.
you put on the panties?
Look, man, I had to tell you, man. I didn't want to tell you that. Your mom was ready to sell you for a rock. How you live with?
You already said you had the
Man,
panties on, bro. Don't try to see past it now.
nah, bro.
Anyway,
I think you're trying to
so you
deflect.
think Loma's definitely beating Devin?
Loma has probably the best chance of anybody yet. Yeah, I think he pulls it off.
So even so he has the best chance out of anybody. But what about the guy that beat him? You think T.O. has no chance also?
Tio has
Especially
no.
watching T.O. struggle with a boxer in Sandor Martin.
So what are you talking about now? Tio has a chance or not chance against who?
Well, I don't think he has the chance against Devin, but I'm asking you. Because I'm like, well, you said Loma's the guy that has the best chance to beat him. And I'm like, shit, what about T.O.? Because T.O. beat Loma.
I don't know. That's too far in the future. We got to see how Loma Haney plays out because it all goes to shit if Haney loses. Just what I think.
Do you think he beats him? Like if he fought him right now?
Yeah, I don't. I really, honestly, don't think Haney's that good. I think he's overrated. I really don't think he's that good. I think the reason he clutches and holds is because he lacks a lot of fundamentals to his game.
Anyway, listen to this, boys. Respect to you, Frank, and respect to you, Chavo. You know it's an open platform. We will be live later on, yeah? So I want everybody to check the next live. The next live is going to be a bit interesting. So I hope to see you guys there, yeah?
For sure, man.
Yeah, man, for sure, for sure. But look, everybody, Teofimo Lopez, Sandor Martin, the fight wasn't what you thought it might be. Maybe the fight wasn't as impressive as the Tio fans or the haters wanted it to be. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to remember this. Some people are keeping it real. They just didn't think Tio fucking did it. Like, Tio didn't show, you know what I'm saying, that he was going to do something, you know what I mean, like something spectacular.
But Rat, can you do me a
saying?
favor?
Yeah.
Can you do me a favor? Tell this Chavo character that I even said that we were talking about this before even Tio, that it could be a problem, that he had to look great, and if he didn't, it was going to be a problem.
Well, we already spoke about that before, but we can talk about it on the next live because this is going to be the next live. We're going to talk about this on the next live. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but some of these characters try to act like we're fanboying or that if you have anything to say, it's fanboyism. But No, I've
No,
kept
I
it real.
believe it was the exact opposite. If you had anything to say, like how Rap just said, we just keeping it a bean. We just telling the truth. How it is. He didn't do enough, bro. Y'all, it was
No,
a
what I'm saying
whole
is
dude came up here and said, y'all dick suckers, y'all haters. You're just a fuck. Did he not rap? Did the dude not come up here and say that shit?
no. What I'm saying, I'm just saying that I was critical of T.O. even before this, and I had said he had to look good. But so me saying that he won is, that's just my honest opinion.
But looking good and winning are two different things. As you
No,
even said, he didn't look good.
No, I had said that T.O. needed to look good because people like you were gonna come here and roast him, and it was gonna be a mess. That's what I
Then why
said.
there's no excuses for him not to look good?
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm just saying I think he won. That's it. I'm honest in saying that he didn't look good. It looks like a problem, and it is a problem. I'm just saying.
We'll talk about that on the next live
Okay.
to see what the problems are. But yo,
Yeah.
I'm gonna catch everybody on the next one. Hit the like button on your way out, yeah? Make sure you
Peace.
guys hit the like button on your way out.
Before you go, did you watch the Terrence Crawford fight?
Yeah, we did, and that's what we're gonna talk about the next live though, bro. Because I gotta get out of it now, too.
All right, man.
All right, brother. Peace out.